Yeah.
Sound like kids.
Okay, so now we are live with some background noise from some that we can, throw into the story somewhere, I'm sure.
A random cat.
Meow.
Don't you have cat familiars?
Not in this campaign.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I better have one then. Just so that the cat's got a role to play.
He always has a role to play to tell people what it's, now.
Yeah.
So the small little dragons is what they call a dreepy, which is the first stage evolution of that line.
Ah, I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
You're
carries,
right, they
carries
were
around
mini
other
dragons.
versions of itself to basically missile other Pokemon
Yeah.
with.
I have to say, I find it disturbing that it's throwing little versions of itself at people.
Well,
Apparently they like it.
That's what they do, because the signature move Dragon Dance is it shooting two dreepies like it's meant to do.
Somehow I find that highly amusing.
It's great.
Alright, do we need to
That's really
introduce
cool
ourselves?
animation.
We will when I get a chance to speak.
Sorry,
It's all good.
being quiet now. Drinking my coffee.
Okay, so we're up to session number 30. And we have 3 people online and 2 people at the table because, well, they're pretty much always here.
You know what's funny, Martin? You said 3 people online, but I only know there were 2 people in the call. I'm like, who's the 3rd person joining us? Okay, leave me alone. I've been online.
That's okay, Josh. I know you're special some days.
Today is definitely one of those days.
Hide the
It was
pace,
so
Sam!
slow last night.
Hide the pace.
I've had days like that too. You should have seen us trying to play Star Wars Rebellion yesterday. It's like, oh, I stuffed that up. Followed by, oh, I stuffed that up.
Yeah.
And we were ping-ponging how much we stuffed up each action.
Yeah.
It progressively got worse and worse until I shot myself in the foot so bad that I lost.
And by the time he found the rebel base, there was no chance of him actually reaching it in time to stop himself from losing.
Ooh.
So I waved to him from the rebel base. Here I am. Okay, so we'll do the people here in person. And Ariadne's at the top of the list. So yes, I say who it is.
I am Calcrix, the medium white dragon Wormlin. I met you guys about 4 years ago when you rescued me from being tortured by a really nasty person who
You then ate later.
who I then ate. I've just been walked all over by a cat. And I'm not sure how I'm entering the game at this stage, but I'm sure Martin will think of something creative.
It's called GM plot.
GM plot, yes.
Well, you never could always just fall from the sky.
Well, I got wings, right?
And
So-
there are novice inventions.
I could catapult myself around, having been inspired by Dragapult.
And the other person we have here is Stefan.
Hello, I'm playing Sofa with my mount Cushion, who is a quarterback.
Seriously?
Yes.
He's nice and soft and
It
fluffy.
started off as my character being called Shofar, but it
Yeah.
was too close to show
So far.
to
Oh, Cheval.
Cheval's name.
Yeah.
So it got changed to Sofa. Then I said, you know what, just go ahead and use Sofa.
Okay.
And now I actually have a picture of
a sofa.
as my character.
Okay. Alright. And you ride
I
Cushion.
am and my mount is Cushion.
Shouldn't Cushion be riding you?
No, it doesn't work that way.
Isn't that the traditional way things go?
We're not traditional.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
My character is effectively Disney.
Ah.
So,
He's Russian.
He's Russian.
Well, he is a polar bear.
in Soviet Disney, cushion right too.
Carries cushion.
And so, online today, we have M.
Hello. I'm playing Zal, the now pretend ranger, actually cleric / wizard. Yeah, just enjoying life. It's great.
Well, hey, you did ask for that, remember?
No.
Enjoying life. The second one, but it's still enjoying it.
It's the second life, enjoying it, and yes, I did ask. Literally.
And then we have Josh.
So I'm playing Chevelle, the fiery hot-headed lady who's fed up with a load of shit at the moment. And yeah, that's.
Oh, and I'm Zal's back to being the token male in the group for this week.
Do you have an axe-beak mount in this one?
Me?
No, Zal.
Zal does.
Yep.
I have my axe beak
Yes.
as my mount.
Yep.
It's the ex-beak who still likes to murder people in their sleep.
Yes.
Sounds like
to
we'll get
work on
along.
that one eventually.
So.
Well, hey, he did upgrade to murdering people while they were relieving themselves.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's the circle of life, right? Just
That's why I'm here.
yeah.
Okay, and next up is Sue. You may be on mute.
Huh?
You're up, Sue.
I didn't know you froze, and I didn't know who you were saying. You said next is up, and then it froze. So
Okay.
sorry.
So, fantastic connection. We can thank the Australian government for that one.
Yeah, no, it's because of the rain we've had, and where I am, it comes in and out. It's been doing it all day. Okay, so I'm playing Kamdu. She's a female human barbarian. She's 6 foot tall with long black hair she wears in a single braid down her back. She's very fit and strong with rippling muscles. But she's also the niece to the great Khan himself, so she's part of the ruling clan, so a princess.
So we have two princesses.
No. I am Disney, that's the princess. There is a difference.
Uh-huh.
She's used to people following her and respecting her and providing for her, but she prefers to do things herself.
I've
Fair
given
enough.
up on that.
Independent, and she's wise for her years. But she also tends to just go off and do her own thing, so it can lead to a bit of trouble sometimes.
Also helps that she's 2 foot taller than most of her companions and compatriots.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, how big is a 2-year-old medium white dragon?
Well, how big would you like to be?
You
Taller
were
than Candace?
outside as like a 3 or 4 month-old dragon, so
Well, if you stretch your tail and head out, yes, you are taller than Kamdu.
Oh, fair enough. That'll work.
yeah.
And if you do the
I'll walk around on my tiptoes all the time just to make up the extra height and raise my horn.
and if you do the toothless wing up thing,
I almost spat soda straight over the whole setup here. It would not have been good. And now I'm not going to get that out of my head. I'm going to be white toothless.
that's okay. I'm sure you can do the dance of joy.
So you're
Damn it, I'm wearing my sexy B-shirt. Damn it.
So I can
Calvin-
communicate by
Calvin is
drawing?
now the light fury.
It is funny. Okay, so as your
Where were we last week, just for people who haven't been in?
that was what I was about to say.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Apologise.
So last session you were busy trying to find out what happened to the werewolves and the Lupins, and so you decided to initiate a massacre and wipe out both sides of the problem. but only managed to get one side of the problem, which were the people trying to help you.
This sounds bad.
And then you sent a bunch of fairies onto the town to go get coffee.
I can't find myself disagreeing with that.
Well, the problem is the town doesn't sell coffee, and so the pixies are now hooked on coffee, demanding coffee from the town, and now destroying the town.
Aww.
So Ariadna, in this realm, coffee is actually a psychotic.
Oh.
Yes.
It is in this realm too, but okay.
M's Axbeak got addicted to said coffee and became unnatural because it was killing things basically unlawfully. Well, not in the circle of life.
Okay.
But he was doing that before the coffee anyway.
More erratically.
Yeah.
You noticed it more often. Well, he wasn't sleeping, so he was having coffee instead of sleep.
I see.
So it was constantly munching on coffee being provided to her by the Disney princess. They then also provided snacks for it with her singing.
Disney, you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Disney is getting darker these days.
Yeah, that's pretty dark. Feeding the Axbeak coffee so the Axbeak can continue to be psychotic.
That wasn't the intention, that was the side effect.
So the Axbeak hadn't slept for about a week and was quite happy to kill things.
I'm surprised that Axbeak's still alive.
I mean, I was trying to pitch it to Rude.
He's pretty hardy. Hopefully.
Right, so where are we up to now? We're
So
in the village?
they are staring down on a town. They decided to stop for the night, watching the town be under some sort of siege warfare from fairies.
Oh.
Because
I thought we only noticed that.
Shame there's no way we
after
can
getting
stop
up.
that.
no, you saw that when you were approaching the town in the evening and decided you'll set up camp away from town and avoid all those flashing lights.
Yep.
Yep.
Because being burnt by fairies is not how I want to go.
Fire. It was like, we're like, nah, not for us, thanks.
Yeah, but then I thought we realised we had the remains of the daughter of the mayor.
We were heading to the town at that time, yes, and then we saw what was happening to the town and we went, no. We'll just set up outside until whatever's happening then stops.
Yeah, you decided to wait until morning and see what happened.
So how did they set the fairies onto the town?
They pointed them to the town and said you can get more coffee from the town.
Okay, and
Who
addicted
said
them
that
to
again?
coffee?
Someone said that.
No. I
That would be
thought
so far.
So this would be the problem you started.
No.
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
So,
Just so I know who to look out for when it comes to trouble.
The order of events was the fact that the fairies got into Sofa's inventory and took the coffee beans and replaced it with a magic mushroom, basically. And then Sofa said, if you want more of that, it's in the town.
Right, so it's not exactly his fault. Or her
Not
fault.
exactly, no.
Are you male?
He didn't
No.
specify
It
which
was
town.
male,
They
this
just went to the
character's female.
closest town.
They just went to the closest town, and now since they're psychotic,
Okay. So I'm guessing we're waiting for the coffee to wear off.
And the fire.
no.
Well, we don't know how long the coffee takes to wear off, but we're presuming it's a long.
At least
rest.
tonight.
That's how long it took my Axbeak.
I'd hate to think of what a psychotic withdrawal would be.
Well, you did remove the toxin from your Axbeak.
Oh, that's true. I did do that.
So, and then he fell asleep because he had no stimulants keeping him awake.
That is also true. But he's had way more coffee than these fairies have had, probably.
But he's also way bigger than the fairies.
That is true.
So the equivalent of one coffee bean is bigger than most of the fairies' stomachs.
That's not good.
And Sofa was only giving the Axbeak 1 or 2 coffee beans at a time, which is how he was able to save them all.
Alright, well I guess it's up to the group. I'm not playing yet.
Okay, so as you wake up in the morning, having decided, well, with all this going on, you all need your rest.
It's kind of hard to rest amidst a burning building.
Well, some people find that nice to relax to, the boom, the lights. It's like a party next door that you're going. That's someone else's problem.
I'm not against it.
Yeah,
Not
the
against
fire
it.
genasi of the party thought it was a great night.
That's okay. It was only the headmaster's personal town
The headmaster?
of the Great School of
Well,
Magic.
we'll explain that to him
This
later.
doesn't sound good.
He's the most powerful man in the country.
Yeah.
Something tells me we should get these fairies under control.
Oh, that's not the worst part. We have the mayor of this town's daughter, dead daughter, in our arms.
I think
Or
we still need to get
in a
the fairies
bag.
under control before we can deliver the
You can
daughter.
probably have her in multiple bags because you did split her up.
Who's responsible for her death?
Technically, Cameron.
No, it's me. I killed her, but can't be chopped her up into bits.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So,
Someone's gonna have to roll natural 20s to get out of this. Speaking of which, I'm just gonna get my dice.
Oh, good.
You don't want me to roll the natural 20, supernovas will happen.
So which one was my one? That one?
And I can't exactly ask my god to provide forgiveness because.
No, you could always ask. Who knows what they'll do?
She's frowned upon here, though, I presume.
Well, you just become what is considered your racial enemy.
you don't want to know who my god is anyway.
Is it possible to grab my dice tray? Thanks.
Yeah, but, like, Zol's always been a black sheep of the family, so why is this in here?
Such a pretty little bag.
So you all wake up in the morning and there is a white dragon curled up around your campfire.
Oh, awesome. I now know Draconic, so, do I recognize this white dragon?
I don't know, do all dragons look alike to you?
Well...
Remember though, last time I saw them, I had peridots
Yes.
and
Yeah, but, like,
other jewels,
pearl-
sapphires in my horns, and
Yeah, little sapphires and like a string I think of jade round her neck and the
Yep.
sapphires and the horns. And...
yep.
So does she still have those?
I will say
I
yes.
presume I not only have those, that by now I have a few more.
Probably added to it.
Probably added to it. So do I have to roll for this? I'm guessing.
You remember her. She's quite unique in the fact that you've not met any other white dragons. So all white dragons are of course Calcrics.
I'm good with that.
Well, I get up and explain, probably for the first time using Draconic outside learning it, so it's probably a bit rough. And
Your mother is a watermelon.
no, and just go like, like Calcrix, is that you?
I gather I understand it because she's speaking Draconic.
She's actually speaking your tongue.
And I say, absolutely, it is me. I saw the fire, and then I saw some people I recognised, and I thought I'd pop in for a visit.
How have you been? We somewhat lost you and could not find you. How did you get out of the Dwarven Keep?
I kind of got distracted by shiny things,
Sorry.
and just continued to go and find more shiny things. As you can see from my
Yeah.
lovely headdress.
Some of them will probably be dwarven in design, meaning she looted some of
You say looted, I say appropriated. For a greater
the
cause.
dragons. The dwarves didn't need it anymore.
No, they certainly did not.
Nah, the undead dwarves definitely didn't need that.
No.
Stefan?
I'm fairly sure I can
don't know
safely
what
say
you're
they're not
talking
undead
about.
anymore either.
I'm an elf.
I'm sure you've always been an elf in this life.
Sure.
What are you guys up to? Why are you camped here instead of at yon village where there's lots of nice warm fires?
You can see pretty coloured smoke coming up from the village.
Nice warm fires, I agree. Let's go!
So you see pretty coloured smoke rising from the various parts of the town, all different colours.
Oh, awesome.
Are you guys going there or coming from there?
We were going there. Oh, no, wait.
Yeah.
You're not going there now? But there's such pretty colours there. Should not we investigate?
Unfortunately, you can't talk to me because I'm not speaking Draconic.
I'm probably running translator right about now.
Okay, yep.
Because this is the whole reason why I learned Draconic.
Yeah.
In case we ever encountered you again.
Yep. And I remark and appreciate that someone knows how to talk to me now. It's nice and refreshing.
No need to use the gnome translator.
And the rubbish goblin language either. I'm not a fan of goblins because they were torturing me.
Yes, we remember that one.
So, do you mind if I join you for a little while on your adventure? See if there's some more sparklies to acquire?
Sure, no problem. Just try not to eat the townsfolk.
Remember
But I
you
can
said
eat
try.
goblins, right?
Oh yeah, goblins are fine.
Okay. Oh, that's good.
I haven't seen any goblins around here, but yeah.
I look at Stefan and I ask, "Who are you?" I don't recognize the elf.
I'll just give a gentle bow and say I am.
That does this amazing, bell that makes everyone, just swoon with, make their hearts sing. And,
Does that work on me as well?
Yep.
Okay, alright.
Little birds come and perch on her shoulders as she bows over.
Can I have some little birds on my horns?
I can ask them for you. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Natural 20.
No, almost. It was an 18 plus 4, I think.
Okay, so these little brightly coloured birds perch on your horn and start twittering away. All happy.
So, what was your character's name again? Sofa. Sofa is now my new best friend.
You're welcome.
Fair enough.
I don't
birds
know.
on
Her
the wall, so
axe
happy.
might not be very happy.
Who's not very happy?
Her axe beak.
Oh.
It doesn't have far to go for a snack now. There are also some feathers coming from the axe beak's direction.
Ah, yes.
I see the axe beaks eating some, but not the birds up on my horns.
Not yet.
No. Yeah, I think it's.
How tall is the axe beak?
Taller than you.
Not yet.
Oh,
It eats
okay.
everything. You better look out for it.
Can I breathe fire in
You can breathe lightning.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You're shocking.
Yeah. The axe beak better be careful. Those birds are my decoration. I don't want to lose them.
I'm pretty sure I know which part my axe beak is smart enough not to piss off a dragon.
I'm hoping so too, because I like my decorations.
It was nice knowing your axe beak.
Were the axe beak to bring me alternate decoration that's prettier, I would sacrifice birds quite happily.
Dead walrus.
I'd prefer something shiny.
Dead shiny one.
Alright, so what are we doing?
So there is this huge bear beside you, with feathers, with ribbons all through its fur. It's
Can
almost
I
like pennants
speak to
coming
the bear
off
at
it.
all, or do I understand the bear?
The bear just sort of looks at you and then just yawns. Its mouth is bigger than your head.
Ah, okay. Will the bear let me rest my head on him?
He looks at Stefan.
I'll just shrug at the bear and just indicate if he wants to.
I snuggle in and say, "Cushion."
It just yawns and goes back to sleep because no one's doing anything.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I'm happy resting there until people figure out what they're doing as well.
So what are we doing again?
We were deciding whether we were gonna brave going into town or not.
I reckon it's an idea. Let's just do it.
Don't you guys have a dead daughter to deliver?
Yeah, we actually have to do that.
Yeah,
so-
we have
So we have to go through the town and then.
Look, you can each deliver it at different times if you like. Oh, look, I've got a hand.
I'm not sure daughter is the correct term. More like jigsaw.
Oh, please don't.
Incomplete jigsaw, actually.
Oh, this is getting worse.
It's a 100-piece puzzle to assemble your daughter back.
Some pieces removed.
I
Yeah.
follow
Some
behind the group.
Some pieces don't quite fit together the way they used to, we can blame an axe on them.
I'm hoping that this town isn't still burning while we're heading towards it.
Yes, it is.
Why are we
Different
doing
coloured smoke coming up.
this? This is terrible. Why are we doing this?
Because we need to sort it out, because
Who wants
somebody
to be
could
burning
be
down?
Does
bad.
anyone have an ability to put out fire?
We have a duty to actually return this body.
And you know, kind of help the people who've been helping us without pissing them off, which we probably have already done.
Oh yeah.
But
It depends on whether they know
Also-
you're responsible for the
also-
fairies.
Well, you also rectify the psychotic fairies that someone has turned upon the town.
Hmm.
Can I eat fairies?
Yes, you can eat anything.
Okay, alright. Good to know.
Well,
Is there any moral problem eating fairies?
Well, they're intelligent.
Does that matter to me?
Possibly.
Will that make me evil?
Yes.
Okay, well,
Now,
in that case.
I have no quarrels with that because they're evil.
well, they're evil
Well,
because they're making coffee.
if they attack me, they might become lunch.
That's fine. Not saying no.
Okay, so
Paladin.
you reach town. The gates are ajar. They're also multicoloured.
Do I fix these gates?
Yep.
Alright.
The guardsmen are both apparently growing out of the ground right now.
Growing out of the ground?
Yep, being partly turned into trees.
Ooh, that sounds bad. Are they in pain?
Hard to tell. Do you want to rip one up and find out?
No.
No.
I see a shrubbery.
That's horrible.
No. I just
Do we have any magic people who can help these people?
You have lots of magic people.
Okay, so can any of the magic people help these people?
No.
No.
I might be able to.
The best I can do is set the trees on fire.
The only problem is I'm pretty sure the one that I have that would fix them will like tap out in about like 3 spells.
Yep.
And you
So
see,
it would be
Maybe we should
So,
save it for like the mayor in case the mayor's being transferred into a tree.
so you see a bunch of sheep in clothing go past.
Uh-oh.
Huh, interesting.
Polymorph.
What kind of
that's
clothing?
great.
Well, they're wearing like dresses and shirts and bit of rags of pants.
What kind of dresses?
Are they nobles or...
Hard to tell. They're sort of like they're being stretched beyond their normal capacity.
But are they nice?
Not anymore.
Oh.
Were you really going to strip those poor people that are now sheep off from their clothes?
I'm Disney, I can make new clothes out of old stuff.
Oh, okay.
New for old.
Would you then dress the sheep?
No, it's probably for one of the other party members, I imagine.
Well,
Oh,
look,
okay.
you can shear the sheep and see what happens when they turn back.
Oh no.
That'd be awkward.
That could
Especially
be
if
very
I already
awkward.
made it into something, gave it to someone, and then they change back.
Yeah.
I wonder what they'd be wearing. Actually, no, I don't want to know.
No, I don't think you do either.
Alright.
It's just human flesh as clothing.
The sheep sort of turn to you, bar at you, and then head off.
That's fair. I'd probably do the same in your situation.
Yeah, I could spend 10 minutes casting and speak with animals, but I think we have more important things to do.
The question is the mayor still mayor?
Yeah, I say we head to his house.
Okay, you head further into the town. The town looks way different than when you last saw it. There's far more shrubbery here than there was previously. A lot of the buildings now sport different colours. So it is now the most colourful town you've been in. Even though the Galantry city itself has a huge range of colours, nothing compares to this. Especially when those of you with sight beyond the normal human colours can see that the colours go far beyond what you think you can perceive.
It's funny.
So you also notice that your animals seem to be following things you can't see.
Okay.
I'm guessing they're the fairies?
Quite possibly, or just illusions floating around in different colour spectrums. Hard to tell.
Can I see anything particularly different?
There are lots of... This just looks like a crazy town. Someone's gone nuts.
Oh, okay. Alright.
And nothing looks edible.
Nothing shiny?
Nothing shiny.
Okay.
It's all bright little colours and nothing looks like it's of any value.
No, just shiny, pretty. That's all I'm after.
I'm just gonna make sure Christian stays close.
Well, the colours aren't pretty, the colours are garish.
Oh, okay. In that case, I just ignore and...
The colours are done in such a way to make them stand out against other garish standout colours. So you got this whole
So
bunch...
it's like neon pink next to like neon green next to like neon fucking yellow.
Yeah, hurts your eyes, sort of garish.
Yep.
Yeah.
What I'd like to think is all these different coloured berries, because they're hard to on coffee, are just bouncing literally off the walls, implanting their colour on the house, and then just flinging off somewhere
I
else.
think that's kind of what Martin's been implying.
So can we find the mayor's house easily enough?
And yes, you do find the mayor's house. Apparently someone grew a tree under it.
Okay, so
Oh.
it's up in
And
the
it's
air,
now
or-
about 40 feet up in the air.
Oh, so
Well,
I
most
could-
of it is anyway. There's still some of it still
I
stuck
could
in the
fly
ground.
up and have a look in though quite easily.
You could.
Can I fly up and have a look in? Will I fit into the house via any entryway, or am I too big?
Well, considering the tree sort of grew up in the entryway, it's sort of a bit hard to get inside right now.
Can I land on a branch and look in a window?
You can.
Okay, alright. What do I see? Do I need to roll?
Well, what's everyone else going to do while you do that?
I'm gonna have a look at what's left on the ground.
Well, most of the basement is down there.
See if there's like a trapdoor to the basement or something, like a safe room or
Well,
something down that
You
way.
look up, you can see the trapdoor to the basement is dangling up in the air.
Awesome, so I try and find the hole.
Well, most of the basement is exposed.
Oh, right, okay.
Because the floor above the basement got ripped up and sent up about 40 feet into the air.
Alright, well, I have a look around the now very open basement.
Well, it seems to be some sort of dungeon with shackles and chains that are all broken.
Awesome.
Under the mayor's house?
Yep.
That sounds very odd.
That's not a surprise on where we are.
Yeah, you can get punished for like the weirdest things here, so like...
Yeah, doing radiant spells. Oops.
Or praying to a god that's like really frowned upon, which I kind of got away with because I forgot.
Or gem walking.
And also because I used my book. I think I got away a bit more when I used my book.
Well, it is a good book.
Live!
So can I see anything in the window?
As you look in through the window, you see that the place looks like it's everything's fallen over. A lot of things are damaged. Looks like it didn't go up gracefully.
Can I see any people?
It's also slightly on an angle upstairs.
Or animals? Or
There's
living
no one
things?
in there at the moment.
No one. Okay. I drop back down to the ground and look in the basement.
And so, what's everyone else doing?
Well, I guess we need to check if the mayor's in there somewhere.
Calcritch just lands beside you and says, "Couldn't see anyone upstairs."
Oh, okay. Well, the mayor's obviously not in the basement either, so it's possible they may or may not be here.
Should we just bury the daughter then?
Where would the mayor be? Would the mayor be downtown or something? Has he got an office?
He does have an office. There is a town hall.
I was going to say, is there a town hall? Shall we head
Maybe
there?
that's where he is, yeah.
We could try that.
Sure.
Okay, so someone will need to do a perception roll to find it easy.
Not me.
Perception. Let's
Perception
see.
is...
A skill based on wisdom.
Am I minus... I'm just 10 on that, so do I roll...
See, it's just a flat roll for
Mine's
you.
+4,
Do I just roll the 20?
but I rolled a 5, so it's 9 all up.
You rolled a 4.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to use
I
it
rolled a
last.
5.
But you do have a +4 to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So it's
so it
8?
becomes 9.
Well, I hate this place.
Is that right?
That's correct. So, what did everyone else get?
10? No, sorry, 7. That's 6.
20, not natural.
Okay, so the Disney princess obviously goes, come this way, and a procession of animals start following you through the streets.
Oh, I sang there a few times.
Don't worry, it's not hard
Including
to
a dragon.
lose the princess.
And it's one of those whistle while you walk sort of tunes.
Yep, much to my own annoyance.
And all of you can't help it, you join in and sing.
Okay.
Is the dragon singing?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you find yourself out front of the town hall with a bunch of people all looking as the procession of animals and people and birds and all these things just come into the town square.
So there are people
I'm
outside the town square.
expecting.
There are people in the town
pitchforks,
square.
torches.
There are actual people?
Yes, actual
Oh.
people.
Okay.
Alright.
Do we recognize them?
One of them is the mayor.
Oh, excellent.
Hello.
I will point out the mayor to our fellow party members and have a team huddle.
A team
A team huddle.
And then ask politely, what the hell are we going to do? Because we now have to present him with a bag of body bits.
Or multiple bags of body bits.
Or multiple bags of body bits, you know.
I mean, we could blame it on the fairy.
No, he's gonna know whether if we're telling the truth or not.
I know.
I think we're just gonna tell the truth. We'll be like, we went out with a hunting party. We accidentally engaged with what we thought was the people we were supposed to be hunting. Instead, they turned out to be children of this town.
So I'm going to go in there. What I'm hearing is I'm
You
going to
can say
go
that
in
card,
there,
Maker.
tell him an epic tale about the Beauty and the Beast, and somehow work and his daughter got caught in between, and yeah, this is what's left. Is that?
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But be sincere in our regret. I think.
There was sincerity in the Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, there has to be some sort of sincerity, otherwise. Come on,
Maybe your version of the story.
you've killed his kid, you know.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? Is she alive at all?
No.
Well,
Is there any
she's
chance
very
of resurrecting her?
I guess the only condolence is that we know she's been a werewolf for at least like a year.
Okay.
And the best offer we could do is some kind of necromantic ritual to make her an interesting undead thing.
I don't think he'd want that. Was the mayor for or against werewolves?
Against.
Okay, so I guess we could go with the angle of we discovered she was a werewolf, and we didn't realise that it was his daughter.
We think he knows already.
Okay,
I
well,
think he knows. Yeah,
maybe
no.
just re-emphasize that point so he doesn't
Because
forget
his
it.
daughter with the other 3 friends of hers were good werewolves defending the town.
Ah, I see.
And we thought they were bad werewolves, and
That's an innocent mistake.
It was awkward.
I don't know if he knew or not. But it's kind of like the point is mute now.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I will go ahead and I will talk to the mayor.
Okay.
I follow and stand non-threateningly by Stefan as he's telling his story.
Wings up.
Not quite at this stage.
Wings up.
But I'm keeping that as plan B in case things go severely wrong and amusement is needed.
Okay, so Stefan, you wander up to the mayor who looks like he's been through a lot of bad times.
It's been one heck of a 24 hours for him.
It's going to be another heck of 2 seconds in a minute.
Yeah.
I will...
Says, oh, so far.
Hello, good sir.
The great singer so far, you're going to, grace us with another song to liven up the sad times we're having and maybe drive off the fairies.
Oh, please do it as a sonnet. Please.
Yes.
Okay.
I will explain everything in sonnet.
Okay.
Oh no.
Give me a perform roll. With advantage.
Is this where I do the wings thing and act
Sure.
it out?
Oh, for the cover, fucking. Okay.
Natural 20?
No, it's almost. It's a 23. It was a 19.
Okay, so with
Why
the
do you keep swearing when you get good rolls?
Because I want to fail these rolls.
That's what I said. It truly is a Disney curse because no matter how he tries to mess it up, he always succeeds. So he starts off with something really bad happened, and he lays out this epic tale with various people gasping and singing along, and an entire dance routine happens in the middle of it.
It's basically a curse because my character's teenage angst who wants to go around swearing, and every time I try now, it's all flowers and rose petals everywhere coming out of my freaking mouth, and it's like, what's going on? Like, I don't want to do this.
So 4 hours later, the entire square is weeping at the fantastic tale you've just thrown at their feet.
Are we heroes?
Yeah, but does he now know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's why they're all weeping. Because you've thrown out this, fantastic tale of loss and loss.
I will take a very empowering, polite bow, and then kind of take a couple of steps back to my party and go...
And there's applause from everyone thanking you for such a wonderful performance.
I will bow again and then say to my party, so when do we give him the bags?
We could tell him that we saved as much as we could so she could have a proper burial and he could grieve and get closure.
You can even reanimate her.
He's gonna what?
You can even reanimate her. It is
She
Galantia
don't
after
quite
all.
have all
That's
her
not
bits.
surprising.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, but... God, I don't want to be there when it happens.
No.
You know, I'm just gonna nudge, in Zal's direction and be like, give them the bags.
Sure, I guess. I deliver the bags to the mayor of the town again. Apologize. Well, not apologizing, but just sharing in his grief of this horrible event.
Give me a perception roll, M, as you're doing so.
Like given a coffin or something, not just like 4 bags of body bits.
What else do we have on us? It's gonna take us like 3 months to do like carpentry on it. Anyway.
So perception roll, M.
Oh, perception roll. Great. I'm probably gonna die. 15.
Okay, as you're getting the bags and going to take them over, you notice that one of the bags has been chewed through from the bottom.
Oh, for fuck's... Okay.
Your stupid axe beak.
Yep,
Isabel?
I mentioned that.
I'm sure I blurt out something about rose petals and tulips.
I kind of throw my axe beak a dirty look, like, really? We'll have words later, buddy. And,
Does the axe beak even look contrite?
I know, he looks happy because he's going to be talked to.
Oh, okay. That's a good point.
yeah.
It's like, play.
Yeah.
I'm presuming we still have that puppy with us as well.
You do.
You have a puppy?
He drops a ball at your feet. It's a completely different ball.
Can I play with the puppy?
Yeah.
Yay! I play with the puppy.
Okay.
I pick up the ball, and while the puppy presumably plays with Calcrix, I now take the maybe slightly lighter bags to the mayor, and presumably while he's crying in grief from Sofa's brilliant sonnet, basically like give him the remains of his daughter. And
He gives you a rather uncomfortable hug while he's crying on your shoulder.
Yeah. I hug him back, I guess.
And your shoulder gets wet.
Yeah, that's fine. Basically let him cry it out because, you know, that's what he needs right now, apparently.
And most of the town square is crying at the wonderful rendition by Sofa. You're surrounded by crying
I
people.
can't hug all of them unless they want to pile on.
So are we gonna
Oh,
talk?
please no.
Okay, so the rest of the town close in to give you a group hug.
Okay.
I guess I deserve that.
Yeah, you did.
I guess I should be used to this by now.
Oh no, it doesn't happen to you. It happens to Zal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
happening
will
to Zal.
Hey,
I
Bizarre.
know.
you deserve that.
Well, players suggest that it sometimes happens.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
so
what
are we
doing now?
intending to stay here, or are we intending to head off?
Well,
I think
you're not sure how long
the
Zal's going to be trapped in the crying and hugging game.
I could
Yeah.
pluck her out of there.
Or you could just, slowly walk away and hope that you don't get caught in it.
Before
I'm
we
fairly
go,
sure I could pluck her out of there,
ask
just
them
take
what they
off
want
and
to
then-
do with the fairies.
Yeah, well, one, we need to know what's happened with the fairies, and two, we also need to report back to the School of Magic about the lycanthrope populace and their potential overthrow of this region.
Well, considering that you're currently hugging the mayor and half the town, would you perhaps like to do the questioning?
Yeah, problem solved, I guess.
Just avoid the whole sweet nothings in the air bit. That's a bit awkward, but the rest's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll ask him, did the... basically, like, I know what happened here, but do they know what happened here?
So, that they've... so one of the villagers says, some idiot sicked a bunch of fairies on the town.
That's terrible.
Who
Who would do such a thing?
Horrible person.
And that big song and dance that mentioned the fairies coming to town was so accurate. It was just like that they were, part of the song.
No, I didn't hire them.
Yeah,
Wasn't me.
really knowledgeable about, things and nature.
You do notice that since the song had been sung, there is now a mural of Sofar doing the rendition up on the wall.
Oh my god.
Why did that survive? Okay.
No, that actually came up during the song.
Oh, okay.
That was done as an inspiration of your singing.
Oh, right.
Your rendition of the sonnet inspired people to make a mural of you doing the sonnet.
The fairies probably said it's their way of saying thank you.
You did such a good job.
You're welcome.
You're surrounded by birds and everything.
It's not the worst part.
So are the fairies gone, or are they still here?
They don't know. They've never seen one fairy.
What are you talking about? They've joined in the hug.
Yeah, they probably have.
You probably do feel awkward little hands on your legs.
Oh, great.
That one's not mine.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Today, at least.
Well, yeah. Basically, it's like, well, we would like to help with them, but if you guys can't identify them, then we don't have really much of a chance of identifying them.
Aren't you the heroes? Aren't you students of the great school? Couldn't you actually do magic and make them go away?
The dragons can't see them, can they? I don't have any sort of extra perception ability or sensory. Can I sense them at all?
They're using invisibility to stay hidden.
Okay, alright.
Yeah, kind of like we're first year students when we're
Stefan's wearing the robes of a 6-year student.
yeah, but the rest of us are first years.
I mean, I technically could do something, but it may have the accidental side effect of dispersing everybody.
Yeah. You can
Okay.
do it alone.
If I do a search at all, would that help?
You can. That will be perception roll if you get a plus 4 too.
Well, I get a search as one of my actions. So I roll a 20 for that?
Yeah, D20.
I think that's a 9. Yes, it's a 9.
You add 4.
And I add 4?
Yes.
Yep, so that's 13.
And what do you get for your performance, Stefan?
That was with advantage, so I assume?
Yep.
Okay. Then it's 16.
16, you rolled low.
Hmm.
So yes, you do this big song of "Go away,
Yep.
go away."
That's what I was going for.
Yeah.
And you do hear, and you basically see most of the people in town are going, "Oh, okay then."
The whole, kind of go back to your homes. Anyway, hang on, it's still burning. Don't quite do that.
As everyone seems to go home.
Whoops. Okay. Well,
You find yourself in the square with just you and the others that you
Okay.
came here with. And an X-Beak looking around at where everyone goes sort of look. Even the puppies disappeared.
Oh.
Yeah,
Awkward side effect. He'll be back.
No, because he's probably gone back to his home as well, which is the mayor's house.
Wait, that's the mayor's puppy?
It was the daughter's.
Oh. Fair enough.
Would have even been more awkward, and we killed the puppy too, would have been a...
No, God.
Yes. Would you like salt in that wound?
Yeah, aren't you thankful that people have to speak with animals?
Yes, I am. Kind of.
Yes, and a polar bear who likes to talk.
And count.
He's
He's
good at
very
it.
good at it.
He is. He enjoys counting brushstrokes.
Brushstrokes?
When I brush my polar bear, he counts.
And because he's got the long fur, it does take a lot of strokes to brush him.
Apparently he gets disappointed if it's below 50.
I'd be disappointed if it was below 52.
Yeah, I think Stefan's finally really embraced the grooming regimen of his companion animals since his unfortunate mule, which is probably back in Clantree somewhere.
The unfortunate part of that title concerns me.
Because he didn't bathe it for like a year.
I don't
Brush
have
it
the
right
best,
here.
I don't have the best history when it comes to looking after
Is this
my
before you
animals.
Disneyed?
Yes.
This is before I hilsed.
Yes.
Yeah. This is going way back.
This is before he died and got better.
This is in my youth.
Previous
And yet you're
life.
younger now.
I know, right? Yeah, first there was a mule, then there's this awkward incident with an evil goat demon, and then there was this other incident, and then there was this.
Alright, so, do the fairies go away then, or?
You don't see them. You didn't see them in the first
But
place,
we
but you
didn't
still
see them in
don't
the
see them.
first place.
I'm going to assume they heard the song.
Did the bad touch on my legs go away?
I could say yes. That's completely up to you.
Then I'm gonna presume if I don't feel the bad touch on my legs from these invisible little hands, then they're gone. and that's what Zal says, and he's sticking to it.
Your skill of fairy detection is worth noting.
Did my search turn up anything? I'm guessing no at 13.
No. You didn't seem to notice any of the fairies whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because that'll work in the middle of nowhere. I think there are fairies around. Quick, somebody touch me.
Well, you made it. Everyone helped me through my own.
Hey, I could have rolled a natural 20 and suddenly been able to see the fairies.
You could have.
Or our Disney princess could have sung, "Show yourself, reveal everything," and then you go,
should
"Whoops,
probably
didn't mean to say that."
Sing that now.
Yeah, because if I did that, I'm pretty sure the townspeople would be wearing not much right now.
Emperor's new clothes.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, don't do that to us. To be honest, Dragon doesn't mind too much, but Dragon's worried about the rest of your sanity.
You're assuming we still had any left.
So yes, you do notice that around you things seem to, the magic seems to slowly
Normalise?
peter out as he gets closer to midday.
Okay.
As most of their magic doesn't survive in the sun.
Ah.
I really hope there was a verse of "Go back to where you came from."
Well, there was go away.
Yeah, that's why they went to they went back home. Well, the the townspeople did, so I assume the fairies did.
So you served two purposes. You got rid of the fairies and you got Zal out of the group hug.
Technically, yes.
But is the mayor still there?
No.
No, he went home.
So we've now got to go find the mayor again if we want to finish asking the questions. Didn't we have more questions?
Well, the problem is his home is now 40 feet up in the
That won't be
air.
hard with the 40-foot tall tree underneath it.
Well, I think basically it was like, do you need help with the fairies? And they were kind of like, well, yeah, because we can't see them. And then so for some, go away. I think the only other question we had was...
Saying about the lycanthropes?
Yeah, well, no, we need to go back to the School of Magic and report our findings on this lycanthrope
Yeah.
hordes, basically, that are
Okay.
about to overthrow this region. So we don't really need to talk to them again, I don't think.
Okay, alright, so we're heading to the School of Magic then?
Can I
Yeah.
just point out the mayor needs a 40-foot ladder?
I'm sure he has fly.
I can fix that. I can burn the tree.
Chop it down! Watch it fall! Thunk.
Yes, I'm sure the headmaster of the School of Magic would love to hear that we burnt down his something cousins, mayors, I don't know, whatever.
Cousin twice removed.
No, I didn't say fire, I said fly.
Ah,
I said, I'm sure he has fly.
No, but I said I'll happily burn the tree down.
Oh, you'll burn the tree down, right.
And then I said you can
No,
always chop it down as well.
Ignore Josh.
So as you're looking around, you do notice all their enchantments seem to be going away, except for the mural.
okay, what about the tree?
The tree is shrinking.
The big one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, because
Where's the mayor?
So it'll eventually come back down.
It'll get to ground level eventually. It's
hang
fine.
on, the tree is shrinking. Where is the mayor? Because if he's in the basement, he's going to get squashed.
I would hope that the basement, like, if the whole floor above it has come off, then it should just, like, cap itself again, hopefully.
Yeah, but it's not like a tree's going to place it back exactly the way it was.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
So you see dust start to rise over various parts of the town where things sort of revert.
we
Not
go-
nicely.
I'm going to go check out the mayor's house to see what the hell happened.
Okay. And then we leave.
Yes, please.
Okay, as you find the maze place, you find it's a lot easier to get into the first floor because it's now at street level.
Excellent. Where is he?
You can't see him.
Shit. I will knock on the door and ask, Mayor...
You're having trouble finding the door.
What did you use before?
Well, the door used to be at street level, but now it's in the basement.
If it's in the basement, there is no longer a basement. So where is the... Oh.
Please don't tell me that we just squished the mayor.
Let's go find this trapdoor that was hanging up.
Yeah.
Can we open the trapdoor to what was the basement?
Well, you climb in through the first floor, which is now at first floor.
Yep.
The top floor is now first floor. And you do find that there is a white-faced mayor with a sack of bloody bits standing in what appears to be the open trapdoor.
You okay, sir?
That's quite a close call.
He looks at you and bursts into tears.
Aww.
Oh yeah.
I'll poke Sal. You did the thing. Do the thing. The huggy thing.
I guess I let him hug me again.
Okay, so yes, you do get the other shoulder now soaked in tears.
Yep. Yep.
Master.
Just like they're there. It could be worse. They're there.
It says my home, my place, all destroyed, my wife gone, my kid dead.
Does anyone have any magic to, like, repair the house?
Nope.
Nope.
I guess
No.
dragons don't have that kind of magic. Aww.
No.
Could you sing the animals to help him repair his place?
I'd hate to think what kind of repair they do on this house.
I don't know, maybe you can conjure up some otters or something.
if I ended up conjuring up like otters or beavers, they'd most likely demolish this house.
They'd want to what?
Demolish it, most likely.
But they build stuff, right? So they could possibly build him.
Yeah, but they'd probably demolish it and then build it into a dam. So then his house is no longer a house but a giant dam which you can't live in.
Not if you told them to build a house.
I don't think they comprehend that much.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I
Wishful
think we
thinking.
basically just like tell the mayor like we're going back to the School of Magic to report what we found here. We will make sure that you're significantly compensated for these unfortunate events.
What about
Hopefully.
a song of consolation or something?
He looks hopefully at Stouffer.
I'm here for your personal torture.
You're really squeezing the oil out of a rose bush, aren't you?
Oh, I'm hurting my shoulder, if that helps.
Okay, that's a 23 again.
Oh wow.
So you sing the song of and
Consolation.
with backing from Calcrix and Calcrix's dragon wing move.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Absolutely. I'm totally into it.
And the head doing the wobble beside you.
I'm all for cheering up the poor mayor who's lost so much.
And it's so cheerful that other town members nearby, poke their heads in and join in every now and then.
I'm gonna take one of the jewels off my head and give it to the mayor as consolation. Something that hopefully is worth enough to at least get him on his way.
Or a front door.
Something, whatever I've got that's on me that I'm allowed to give him that's worth something. If that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's even more prevalent that we get back to the School of Magic and report this because this town, this frontier, is now just basically being disheveled, and we've probably tipped the tipping point.
This town is turned into Disney. That's what's happening.
Alright, so we're heading for the School of Magic?
Yes.
I think that's like a day away at least.
Does everyone have mounts?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I was just checking, because if no one had mounts and they were walking, then someone could ride my back and we could
Not
move
that
faster.
well. They'd have to be small.
I'm not that big?
No.
Okay.
I'm
Even
not
at 4 years
small.
old?
Actually, I think the only person who may or may not have a mount is Candu.
Camdu does not have a mount right now.
And Camdu's 6 foot tall, so she won't fit on me.
Mm-hmm.
But you could ride Camdu.
I could. I could fly with Camdu. At a nice low level
No, you
place.
can't ride me. Sorry.
Aw,
Yeah, you can. You just rage and you'll be fine.
what if I gave you a jewel?
No,
That'd be worth
not
a
in
little bit of a
walls.
piggyback.
This is bribery.
I'll burn something for you with lightning.
How come Caltrix is suddenly giving away a lot of prize jewels for rides?
I wasn't going to give her a big one.
But then we could give the princess, the carrier of dragons as a title.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I'm only looking for about, 10, 15 feet. Just enough to say I rode a human.
Around the block.
Oh, wow.
You really want me to just...
Sorry.
So funny.
Alright, we're heading to the School of Magic. How long is it going to take us to get
It's
there?
going to take you quite a few days to get there.
Okay.
It's not a quick travel.
Depends how long Camdu can last.
Camdu, carrier of dragons.
Yeah.
Mount of champions. No.
Don't do that to her.
Oh, we didn't need to. She already was.
Oh, okay.
She did turn into a horse for a while.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Didn't stick though.
This is the problem. I now can't lift my foot up.
This is where we need to find
Because
out how
I've
it
been sitting
happened to
on
do it
Yeah,
again.
well, no, it's because my natural position is that, and you point and you basically squished it like that to a point where it shouldn't be going.
Okay.
No, but when I'm fully stretched, I can't get my foot all the way down, and because I was fully stretched and you sat on my foot, no, I can't.
Okay, so you are
I said, what happened? I didn't hear anything.
the town
No,
of
no.
Violence.
Are we muted?
You just
No, you're not.
calculating.
You're not muted. You've been talking like that the entire time. We did not hear a
Yeah,
thing. I'm
that's
sure.
It's nothing about your foot. I think that might be
Fine.
muted now.
You want to come in,
No,
boy?
that's
Come on.
fine. It's fine.
We can reanimate the foot, it'll be fine.
Would you like us to chop it off first?
Would go down.
Okay. My pussycats come in. One of them.
We've got 2 cats now.
Ours is staring out the window now that we've made his seat comfortably soft with a blanket. He's now
Oh, well,
acceptable for patronage by kitty cat.
He was
Mine's
scratching
probably
at the
home.
door and I opened it, but he won't come in.
You can sort of see him at the door there.
Come on.
It wasn't good enough until we put the Star Wars blanket on there.
Yep, he loves the blanket. It's nice and soft. Okay, so you have 2 days to the village of Les Hubots, which is on the way to Galantry City.
Is that where the School of Magic is?
In Galantry City, yes.
Yep. Okay. So do we stop there to rest?
Well, you'll have 1 day of rest in between, and then you stop at the town.
Okay. Alright.
The town is currently having a we're not attacked by fairies celebration.
Okay.
They have the they
There's
have
no
these
need to fix that.
they have these signs up there saying we do not sell coffee, we do not have coffee, there are no coffee beans to be found here, in multiple languages around town.
Awesome.
Apparently they've been up for about 2 days.
Ah, I see. Yeah. Calcrix is a little bit sad because Calcrix likes coffee.
Yeah, people were warned of fairies and their coffee addiction.
Well, this sounds like a good thing. Does anyone want to do anything in town? Do we need to resupply?
So look, it's a village. It has maybe about 1,000 people in the village.
No,
Do you want to sing more songs?
Pretty much need to get back to Galantry as soon as possible. I'm thinking, because
Postal or? Yep. Do you know it? I can type it in for you.
Later's fine.
Postal address.
Okay, so as you continue on, you don't really take much besides just a place to rest. And then 3 days later, you find yourself back at Galantry City.
awesome.
And as you rock up, you find that there's all these coffee vendors outside the city.
Oh,
Keep the axe beak away from it.
Apparently, they've been raking in the money.
How have they been doing that?
Fairies.
Oh,
because the fairies have now found their supply.
Yeah. yep. Fair enough.
We've got a massive drug ring on our hand right now.
So you can see all these brightly coloured lights flashing about every coffee stand.
Yep. Yep.
And the one that seems to be getting the most lights is the hair of the dog stand.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So the one that we created in that town.
Yep. Yeah.
I keep a good hold on my axe beak's brains because he's not getting any anymore.
But it smelled good.
Okay, so he looks sad.
I don't care if he looks sad at this point.
He whines a little.
I do a little dance to see if I can cheer him up.
Okay, give me a performance roll.
20.
A 20 with your charisma bonus.
That's an 8 plus 11. Oh, no. My charisma's 11 plus 0.
Yes, you don't have a bonus.
So is that just like an 8? Or
That's
is
an
that...
8.
Okay. Do I
So-
fall over and make him laugh?
You try to do the same dance you've done many times now, but it doesn't seem to amuse him.
Aww.
It's not the right dance for him.
No sexy beast things.
Probably because he's now seen it multiple times.
Is there anything else I can do to make him laugh?
I don't know. You could always take him and fly him up into the air.
Would he like that?
Well, he can't fly.
I'd happily take him in for a flight.
This is a bit heavier than you.
I would rather
If
you
you-
not do that while I'm currently saddled in.
I wouldn't do it while you... I think I'm not brilliant, but I think I'm smart enough to figure out not to fly with you on him, considering he's heavy, but can I at least lift him off a few feet off the ground?
Oh, okay, right. I was
It's
about
quite
to ask,
heavy.
how good are you making pancakes?
So,
But
I can't give him a piggyback or anything like that, I'm too little.
no, you can piggyback him.
Yeah, well, I'd do that.
Okay, so there's a white dragon behind you, Em.
Yeah. I kind of look at Calcrates and ask her what the hell she thinks she's doing.
She's doing that whole wing thing you saw earlier. Maybe she's doing a mating sign with the with your bird for all you can
I'm
tell.
trying to cheer up the Axbeak because he's sad.
Yeah, don't worry about him. He'll be fine. I'll let him hunt Chauffeur's animals later.
Okay. Do I still have birds on my horns?
Yeah.
I offer the Axbeak a bird.
He happily munches away on the bird.
Is the Axbeak happy now?
God.
Yep, there are feathers everywhere.
We're all good then.
I should be expecting this. That's fine.
What I want to see is...
I look at Sofa and say, I'd like another bird, please.
I
Well,
try
I'm uneven now.
Once you've used the ones you've already
what I wanna
got,
know is
I would
when-
get you some
when-
more.
I didn't
When-
know that, so I'd like just one more.
So is that, Josh?
Yeah, what I want to know is that when this Axbeak finds more Axbeaks, where I reckon the wild Axbeaks are going to be so much more alpha to your Axbeak because your Axbeak's not hunting for its food, it's being given its food.
It was hunting for its food up until recently.
Yeah, no.
But he's got
Yeah.
plenty of food, so he may actually be bigger than the wild ones.
Yeah, fatter, not better. What
Yeah.
fat Axbeak you have there?
Alright, we head into the school.
I've sent about for recons and stuff. I'm
Apparently,
sure
I'm
he
summoning
picks
a
up his
single
own
bird
food.
for the lack of...
Give me a performance roll. With advantage.
For fuck's sake.
Oh my god.
I hate this.
Natural 20?
Almost it's a 19. So that's a 23 again.
Okay, so Sofa just stands there in the coffee area singing for birds to come as she's surrounded by many, many birds. There are thousands of birds in the area, half of them familiars. As you sing, and birds give you coffee. They drape flowers over your in your hair. They pick off all the road debris off your clothing.
Guess I'll hold out a sack and just let them dump the stuff in the bag.
Yes, you now have a pile of coffee, full coffee things in your bag.
Not again!
Oh.
Not again!
Except this
Do
is
I
hot
have-
coffee.
I have even birds now.
Yes, you've got a bird that's
Awesome.
you've got even number of birds. One of
Yeah.
them's probably about 3 times the size as the others,
That's fine.
with peacock feathers and everything.
That's fine. If any of those feathers drop, I collect them.
I will hand the coffee bag to our fellow dragon.
You've now got a bag full of full coffee cups,
Oh
I'm
no.
happy.
and a lot of people looking your direction with the. Huh?
I'm happy to give some coffee back, but I keep some for me.
So how do you know whose coffee?
I don't know. They can if they want coffee, they can come and claim it.
No one's willing to come and try to take coffee from a dragon.
More coffee for me then. I'm okay with the situation.
So people approach to the coffee, they hear this growl coming from you, and say, "Maybe not. Maybe not. I value my life more."
Oh dear.
Oh, my shoulder hurts so
You
bad.
now have too many birds, I imagine.
No, he said I'm even, so...
The even
So
number of
it's like
birds.
Even
That one
number
with
doesn't mean that there's not too many.
So you can sort of see the dragon going along like this because one of them's really big.
Any feathers that peacock drops are mine.
Yeah, because that would be funny. Just this peacock kind of going on the side of your horns.
It is.
Wait until I do another dragon dance.
Yeah,
I'll put the
be
peacock in the
fantastic.
centre. Alright, School of Magic.
Okay.
That's how we can tell what time of year it is when it starts, going off its mating season.
Who's mating season?
I now have a pet
Peacocks, I
peacock.
imagine.
So yes, you reach the gates and everyone just stands aside for the dragon and the peacock. Apparently, it's so unusual that they just go, no, not even going to ask, and they guys just walk away.
I put the peacock in the centre of my
If
head so that
I
when it
save
stands
enough
out...
money, I'm going to make an inn called the Dragon and the Peacock.
Absolutely. And I will perform my dragon peacock dance there.
I'm writing that down.
Should
I write pet peacock now?
To create
Yeah, you
a
write pet
cafe.
Alright. School of Magic?
Yep. And so yes, you travel through the streets, creating a procession.
Yep.
Where people are singing some of Sophie's well-known tunes from the inn. She's been singing it around the area.
Yep.
There's even a rendition of your Go Away song that you did.
Which version?
Multiple as well. Multiple versions. You've
Okay.
done a few versions
I've done a
now.
few versions. It's one of my best sellers.
And there is a picture as you're walking in. One of the theatre companies is ripping off your play.
How are they ripping off my play?
They're singing it without you, and you're getting no royalties. That's how they're ripping off your play.
Can I see who the lead is?
Yep, it is a male. A male cat.
A male cat?
Yeah, male tabaxi.
Oh, Tabaxi. Okay.
Or here they are Rakasta in this world.
Is this an actual... I'm guessing this is an actual theatre production.
Yep.
Are they open?
No, they're opening in a couple of days. Brand new.
Is there a
Totally
back
go see that
entrance?
in a couple of days.
What was that?
Is there a back entrance?
Well, it's a poster. It's not on the side of the building that's doing it. It's advertising.
Oh, okay. So
You can sort of see them on different buildings around
does it
the
say
area.
where the theatre is located?
It's the main theatre of Galantry.
Cool. At some point today, we need to go to the main theatre of Galantry. Because there's a battle of the bands going on.
Zol totally wants to go see this.
I want to see Sophie.
I'd like to see it
really
too.
point out the flaws in this play.
Yeah, I want Shogo to upstage them in their own rip-off production, because that would be hilarious.
This is... I tell you what, this is band here going down right now.
Well, so you want to make them the most popular thing in history by having a competing rendition of the same song.
Yeah, why not?
That's the
I love
logic
this song.
behind it.
I want
My
that
character
one.
doesn't think that far ahead. As far as my character's concerned, I want to teach this guy a lesson. And it won't go that way.
And make them better.
Not intentionally, but yes.
Yeah, so eventually taking some canals, you make it to the Great School of Magic.
Yay!
We are home-ish.
Ish.
Second home.
They-
Second
Not
home.
home. Home's back in the grasslands.
Dude, don't say that too loud, Kandu.
Yeah, shush.
She's been too busy with the grasses. It's fine.
Is that the guard at the gate says you're going to have to
Too
leave
much
your
about magic
mounts
mushrooms and
outside?
Fairies.
That doesn't include me, does it?
Well, they sort of look at you and they look at Camdo as well.
I look at the guards and tell them I am not a mount.
He says, in what language are you saying that in?
Zal, can you please translate for me?
I explained to the guards that this dragonling, wormling, or whatever.
Dragon wormling, yep.
Dragon wormling is a old friend of ours. She is a fully fledged white dragon who you probably don't want to piss off by calling her a mount.
Well, she's not a student, so it's the students only.
Can we bring a dragon in? Because he knows magic.
We're the guest.
The dragon's not enrolled currently at the moment. Hasn't paid its tuition.
Can we enroll the dragon?
How much is tuition? Do I have enough jewels on my head to?
Possibly, but you're starting to dip into your jewel fund.
But
we could always ask your super rich uncle.
Yeah, because I'm sure my super rich uncle would love to be friends with a white dragon as well.
Well, yes, until he wants to dissect it, but yeah.
And considering Camdu can't actually go in either.
Why can't Camdu go in?
Camdu's not a student.
Oh. Well, it looks like it's you and me outside, I guess.
Can I give them directions back to my aunt/uncle's house?
Is he going to dissect me, though?
Ask the butler.
Is my butler here?
No, your butler's not here. Your butler's back at the house.
Summon him. He's got magical powers. He's weird like that.
He's weird like that. I like the description.
Either that or we go back, drop you guys at the house, and then come back to explore magic.
I bet if you say the butler's name 3 times, he appears.
What's his name?
Butler, butler, butler.
I'm pretty sure we don't even know his name.
Are you sure about that?
Pretty sure he told us his name.
We do. He told us his name.
He told you guys his name, but not me.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there.
No, unless I know it just through proxy by now.
That's up to you. Do you know the name? And if you do know the name, you need to use it.
But if she's never heard it, how will she have it?
With my computer open,
No, it's a matter if we wrote it down or not.
Look up the YouTube video so I know the butler's name.
Does someone have his name handy?
That's okay. It's only 3 to 4 hours of viewing for you to get through and find it.
I know, right?
Yeah, I know, right? So what, it was 3 sessions ago?
It was session number 26, so that was quite a few back.
Damn it.
So I've just given you at least an approximation to find out.
That's not going to work out well.
I'll take Calcrix and Camdu back to my house.
Yep.
While Sofa and the
And
rest of
ask the
students-
butler what his name is.
Yeah, I would have thought I would have known.
So that you can write it down in your book.
What's up?
I don't think I wrote down that note from that one because I wasn't there.
Well, that's what I
don't think I've
mean.
watched that video.
You could find it out now since you're taking us back to the house. You could ask the butler. You know, just say you've had a rough time and you've got blanks in your memory. What's his name?
And I was far too busy signing a contract with Disney.
Yeah.
The contract was called Drink Me. Okay. So yes, you take them back, followed in the canal by Cushion, who basically pushes everything else out of the way.
He pushed people into the canal?
Well, when he's in the canal, no other boats can go past him.
But he got into the actual canal?
Well, he's not getting in a boat. The boats are too thin and fragile for him.
That's a good point.
Or he gets in one end, you go flying out the
He's
other.
a polar bear. He loves swimming.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just surprised. Okay.
Alright, so we're at Sal's
So,
house?
you've showed up at Sal's uncle's place, and the door opens for Zal. Always seems to open for Zal, not for anyone else. Even the Disney princess can't get in, even if she sings.
Yep. Disney gets me a lot of places, but not that place.
So, it's like, I don't know, Netflix?
I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or an insult.
Could be Stan.
That's an insult.
So yes, you get in, and you find that that you're the only ones there at this stage.
No butler?
No butler.
Oh.
The butler's not always there.
Okay.
I quickly scribble out a note. Probably in Dwarven because my whole family knows Dwarven.
Mm-hmm.
letting them know who the white dragon is, who the wild Amazon is, and and
Camdo and I head to the kitchen.
Yep, okay.
It's a well-stocked kitchen.
Where is there ale and things?
There is.
Do you like to drink, Camdo?
Yep.
I'll match you drink for drink.
Okay.
Oh god, that was gonna be anyway. Yeah, and just basically let either my family or the butler know that these are friends of mine, and to look after them as you've looked after my other friends.
Okay. Looked after. I like that.
I hope that butler has the remove poisons spell. Just while they're in the kitchen, just doom doom doom. They don't get drunk.
And by looked after Martin, I mean like in nice ways and not turning them into undead creatures in the night.
Well, hey, look. That they did look after the dwarf and they improved the dwarf.
Yeah. Well, I really doubt Camden.
Are they the people who Disney-fied? Oh.
Yeah.
Stefan definitely doesn't want to go inside.
Oh, I don't mind the place. I mean, technically speaking, this Disney for quantification got me free tuition at the Grand School of Magic.
And plus, he now has these flowery dresses that change and have all these different flowers that bloom.
And I'm an advanced student, so technically I outrank everyone.
Okay, so you head back to the school after leaving them there to demolish your pantry.
That is an accurate description.
I'm just a little bit hungry.
That's what it all starts out as.
We're not. We need comfort. We have not been allowed into the School of Magic with everybody else.
Okay, so you reach the School of Magic again, and the same guard's there, and he allows in Sofa first because Sofa is the ranking person there.
Yep.
Make sure everyone else is spick and span because they're all the first year students, and well, Sofa doesn't need to be spick and span because it's Sofa after all. And as Sofa walks in, there is the poster of the performance where someone's dressed up as Sofa singing Sofa's songs.
How many posters around the school?
There's only one in the school. It's at the front entrance, so everyone gets to see it coming and going.
I will point out this poster to our fellow students, or sorry, not our fellow students, our group, and tell them this is where we're going later. We need to find this.
The opening performance is in 2 days' time.
Exactly, we are going there in 2 days.
Yep, sounds good.
Or a day. So, or I don't know. Do you reckon should we duke it out on stage during the performance or just before the performance?
I reckon during the performance that would be hilarious.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
You get up on
do
stage
that.
and show
that's
everyone
fine. We'll do it on the night.
Okay, so as you're heading up, a first year student rushes up and says, so far, someone left a message for you.
Yes, thank you.
And hands you a scroll and runs off.
Oh, goodbye.
Really? They don't stick around for an autograph?
No.
Oh.
I will open the scroll.
It is an invitation to the opening night of the performance based on your... with front row seats.
Ouch.
Well, I'll technically be there. Just closer than the front row. Okay?
For you and your friends.
I will gladly accept its invitation. I will pocket it.
As you say, you gladly accept it. This tick appears on it and just disappears in your hands.
Yes, I should have accepted that. And expected that. Oh well. Still getting used to this whole...
And you see a little bird fly off, which it basically turned into. No XP to eat it.
Darn. Okay.
Wait, did I leave my XP back at the house?
Yep, because he's not a student, he's not allowed in.
He should be though. He can write runes. Almost.
Oh, does that mean I can get drunk with the X-Beak as well as Camdo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, your X-Beak is going to be an alcoholic now.
You don't like the X-Beak?
No.
Why don't you like the X-Beak?
He's always eating everything and
Oh.
causing trouble.
Fair enough.
Or show him the best things to eat, give him the best alcohol.
I'm just going to point out
We
he's
could turn the X-Peak vegan.
I doubt that'll happen.
I doubt that too.
I'm just going to point out he's a
Please do
better
not feed
stealth
that
assassin than Cam do.
alcohol. I
Like,
don't need to
if
do
anyone's going to the
anything
bathroom, he will
else.
take you out. It doesn't matter.
He's
Alright, we
already
won't get
going
the X-Peak
through
drunk.
coffee withdrawal. I don't need to deal with drunk X-Peak as well.
X-Peak will walk for
I
alcohol.
probably locked him up in the pen or something and you stay, we're talking
That's fair
later.
enough.
Well, at one stage, she was refusing to walk unless she gave him coffee beans.
Oh.
That's when she decided, we need to withdraw you from those coffee beans. Okay, so yes, you make your way into the audience with the headmaster of the School of Magic. He's a white-haired guy in plain robes. He's not showing in any sort of way.
Okay. Is it like a large meeting going on?
Just him and you. The three of you.
Okay.
So, how did things go in my hometown?
I will politely and respectfully bow
Mhm.
and greet him.
And sing another sonnet. Do it. Do it, do it, do it.
You know you should.
Yes.
22.
So, you do this wonderful rendition. He goes, oh, I thought I was going to see that on in 2 days' time.
Oh, this is just a teaser.
Okay, well, it sounds catchy.
I should hope so. My stuff is usually quite good.
Though, I'm wondering why you have to, deliver things in sonnet.
You've got to keep your skills fresh, much like magic.
Well, you do seem enchanted.
Or enchanting.
I'd go with more for enchanted. I can remove that if you like.
I'm good, thank you.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
I'm very good at removing enchantments.
I'm sure you are. Oh, great, sir.
So, in your song, you sort of say you killed a bunch of townsfolk and got a bunch of townsfolk killed. And then you set some fairies on the town. And yes, I was paying attention.
Well,
No matter how catchy it was informative.
yes, it was meant to be. We've discovered that there are more werewolves who wish for territory than originally thought.
Of course, they're trying to put together a claim for a principality. That's why I sent you there to try to stop their current battling. I did tell you you were sent there to,
Yes. Yeah.
investigate, not cause trouble.
Yes. We did manage to discover that there were also some within the town as well.
Which is unsurprising. Werewolf is a curse, and a curse can be spread.
Yep.
Much like your singing.
Thank you, I think. And
Don't worry, I'm planning on exporting it soon, so hopefully the rest of the world can live with your singing.
I should hope so. Are you monetizing this?
Yes.
Oh, good. That's fine then.
It's all standard for the Great School of Magic.
That's fine. I'm fine with this.
Well, you are a student, so anything you do while a student gets, copyrighted by the school.
I take a mental note. I should have read the fine print.
Well, someone else signed up for you. You're fine. The person who paid your tuition.
Okay. I would just kind of go back to the group a little bit and just kind of ask, what else do we need to say?
Sorry, I missed some of that. So what did you tell him?
We told them about the werewolves trying to get their own land rights and the werewolves in the town. He already knows about the fact we had accidental destruction happening.
Because you just sang about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
What you should have said is that not only are the werewolves able to claim that area as their own land, but the lycanthropy are also able to claim that area as their own land.
What she said.
Yep.
Like so in a numbers perspective, you have 200,000 basically were creatures in that area.
So yes, the Lupins and the Wares are currently duking it out, which is why I sent you there to investigate their altercations and see if we can do something about it. And so apparently we're escalating things as our thing of doing.
We
Not through our own wanting to do so.
yeah, but the lichens. Well, the lichens? No, the werewolves took out the lichens while we were there, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, so
In
they're
retaliation for you taking out the werewolves.
maybe. But there were still 4 of them missing, so there were spies in the group. So yes, we suspect there are spies on either side, and we came back for.
Of course, there are spies on the other side. It's politics. There's spies everywhere.
Well, we came back for support.
He pats you on the back and says, "I can't say it was a great job." So you don't quite get that much support from that. You seem to have decided to make things worse.
But now we know the actual numbers.
We already knew those numbers.
I'll turn to the group. Did we?
No, we didn't.
They're more than what we thought had ever been reported.
Yes.
So what? 400,000?
No. We were reported that there were only 2,000. Or 2 to 4,000 at that stage. Basically, a city's worth.
He says he says estimation is that there's about 20 to 40,000 of them.
Yep, and we discovered there's probably like 100,000 or something.
Yeah, there's easy. So if they're trying to claim that land as per noble rules, there's at least 100,000.
So there is infinitely more than
what you think there are.
Than what you think there are, and that that is way over our head on top of our unfortunate blunder.
Well, he pulls out a piece of paper. Yes, I have the petition here that they have to become a principality, but they're currently negotiating it at this stage, so it hasn't even gone towards the rest of the council yet.
And what does their petition ask for? How do they give an indication of numbers, or are they underestimating?
They want the lands north of my principality.
And the lichens want it too.
Basically, just saying, I want this area.
The Lupins also want it as well.
Lupins.
So the Lupins and the Werewolves both want the same bit of land, and they've both got similar numbers.
Aren't the werewolves outnumbering the Lupins though? Isn't that what we found out?
Thought so.
The Lupins have more numbers than they've been reporting as well.
Oh right.
Oh right, the werewolves haven't been reporting.
Both sides are massively underestimated. But as far as we're aware, I believe the werewolves have the advantage.
Werewolves only have advantage for 3 days a month, when they're most powerful.
So don't fuck with them for 3 days a month.
Is that going in the land contract? Is it for 3 days? Don't screw with us.
Yes, but they're also the best time to identify them.
The fact that we took out the Lupins guardians, the 4 girls.
But they were werewolves though. They weren't lycanthropes.
Yeah, but they were stopping the werewolves.
So the werewolves are lycanthropes.
There's the werewolves and the Lupins.
So they're all.
It's one group of wolf people versus another group of wolf people.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So for 3 days each a month, they both go wolfy.
Well, no, the Lupins always look like humanoid wolves. And they are generally able to be stronger than a standard human. Whereas for 3 days a month, the humans turn into wolves that are stronger than the Lupins.
Right.
Yeah.
Or at least the uncontrolled ones do. There's rumours that if you gain control of the power of lycanthropy, you can actually do it at will.
The town we investigated claimed to have had a delivery of silvered weapons, when in fact we identified there was zilch. Not a single drop of silver on their weapons whatsoever.
Might have had enough inside it to register as silver on a detection, but not enough to actually affect.
Yes, and as a defense, that's a bit of a problem.
Well, we do know that someone in that region has been shipping in these fake silver items. We just couldn't figure out who.
They were called Silverware TM or something like that, weren't they?
They were. We don't know who makes them.
Weren't they shipped from Galantry?
They did not come out of anything we know of. We haven't found the supplier.
Right.
We think they actually come further out of the nation, outside
Because
our borders.
I thought we asked them where they got them from.
Yeah, but they could have been traded along a line to avoid,
I think it's gone through multiple hands, and by the time it gets to them, it comes from inside the borders. What's the best way to stop someone hunting lycanthropes? Give them something that won't harm them.
Yeah.
But I think we can possibly assume that the people who would have that advantage the most would be... Because that town was guarded by werewolves? Or no, they were pro-Lupine.
They were pro-Lupin.
Yeah, so we can probably assume that the people who are importing these fake silvered weapons are probably werewolf connected. So that would mean werewolves would have some kind of connections across the borders to the north.
You would expect so.
Should we then be heading outside of Galantry to investigate these?
You could, but he doesn't know where to start. He hasn't been able to track it down. Every time they've tried to send someone to track it down, one or the two other factions get involved.
Right.
Other factions?
Well, the Lupins is a faction, and the Werewolves are a faction.
Okay. So between the Lupins and the Werewolves, both interfere. Okay, cool.
And then whoever's selling the items might not be the same people, but they're making money off the conflict.
Yep. So they want to keep it going.
So really, in the long run, we didn't get the information we needed to, because we got in over our heads by accidentally killing the werewolf teams that were supposed to be Lupins but weren't.
Yeah, but
protecting their hometown every month.
Didn't we hear something like 100 howls or something back in the forest? So we one thing we did know is that if we wanted to investigate it further, we had to go further into the depth of the forest, and we needed more manpower to do that, because we would not survive 100 werewolves on our own, especially without silvered weapons or some kind of magical backup or whatever. And I think we wanted to look into that, but yeah, we can't do that. It's unrealistic, no matter how much magic you've got, even if it's 5 wizards versus 100 werewolves.
Because we barely survived, 4?
Yeah.
And that sort of wasn't by choice.
Yes, it can be quite hard to take out actual were creatures. They are not easy to destroy.
So do we then want to request a small detachment to join us? Or how do we proceed with this?
Well, the town has, asked that the people who caused all the problems stay away.
That's fine, we can avoid the town if necessary, but we still need to go to the centre of the forest and find more information, but we can't do it on our own.
So you have come back for help. We can send another group.
Meaning how many?
Well, we do have other people who want the task done.
I'm sure, but you could send as many lemmings over a cliff and it's still going to not solve the problem.
Well, how many lemmings do you need to solve the problem then?
100 wolf-killing lemmings.
I don't know if killing the wolves will actually solve the problem.
No, but at least we'll save our sorry asses.
It will make your job a lot easier.
It's not so much the fact that we don't want the job, is that we just don't have the skills to do what you are actually requesting us to do. And when we're happily admitting that,
I am happy to send you guys off onto some other quest that you believe is more suiting your skills.
At this stage, I think I have an idea of what you're trying to say.
You do.
Is this like a team huddle time and we talk it out?
Are we present yet? Camdo and I?
Not yet. They'll end up going to see you guys soon.
Okay.
At this stage, I believe you want the Lupins and the Werewolves to share the same area while not fighting.
I would prefer them not to fight, and I'd prefer them to pick a different area.
Where would you prefer them to go?
Well, if they could expand the boundaries of Galantry, it would be much preferable than taking up internal space of it.
Wait a second. Isn't that using an external force to increase your own landmass?
Yep.
No, yeah, I wouldn't be questioning this.
That sounds oddly fire, Janazi.
I wouldn't be questioning this. Okay. So, our quest now is to get a meeting between the two parties and get them to expand the borders of Galantry.
Well, the White Wolf says he won't meet with anyone from the school at this stage after what you guys have done in the forest.
Who's the White Wolf?
He's the leader of the werewolves.
Oh, okay. Oops.
Oh, so, okay,
Wait, why would he...
After what we have done.
Why would he care? Because we caused damage to the Lupine village, not the werewolf area.
And you also caused the death of 4 of its pack.
They weren't of his pack, they were of the Lupines group. They were protecting the
They were
Lupines.
protecting the Lupins, but they were of his pack.
Yeah, they were werewolves, but they sided with Lupines.
Oh,
Yeah,
It was
okay.
because of them he wasn't attacking.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Hmm.
So who wants to go back and recreate undead?
And now his reason for not attacking the in-force is gone.
Yeah, so he's going to be attacking the Lupines.
Unless somebody convinced them to work together and attack the other way into other borders.
Yep.
Hang on, who's on the north border?
North of the country is the Elven Kingdom of Wendar.
Elves hate werewolves, right?
And the dragons do not allow anyone to cross either way. They call it dragon territory.
So if we got the werewolves to go into dragon territory...
They'd probably all get wiped out.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't have any expansion.
But you'd solve the problem.
And anger the dragons.
But you'd get more land.
No, you get more dragons coming down.
Yeah. I'm sure our fellow dragon wouldn't disagree with that, though.
So at this stage, what
I'm not here at the moment,
I know.
as far as I know, so I can't comment.
They do not take.
Well,
Well, that's why I've been keeping quiet.
What I'm hearing at this stage is the fact that the best option is to let this run out. Allow
them to get through their current anger and grief, and then they might be able to be listened to in once they've let it run its course.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Hotheads don't always listen.
At this stage, it's very hostile. There's no point in us going back to.
I have a terrible idea.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
How about we invite both the leaders to the opera? To the theatre.
If you're fucking singing to them, my god.
To the theatre. And then we'll have peace talks there at the theatre after a wonderful night of Band Hero.
You do realise one of them will probably be dead before they enter the theatre.
The White Wolf has a bounty on its head from one of the countesses.
He can just come in polymorphed as a rug.
I'm sure.
No, so I reckon if we listen to the. I reckon if we listen, the best thing is to let the grief and anger subside and then go in and negotiate where things are happening.
Okay. I agree with this, and I will take notes about griefing and subsiding and make notes for a new song in the future.
So, notes on griefing sounds interesting.
Yeah.
That's very much like trolling.
In before Hamlet.
That's the battle song.
Here, let me just point out all your faults before we go into combat.
Yeah. Your zipper's undone.
Okay.
That looks cool.
Says, but he turns to M's character at this stage and says, I believe your uncle also asked you to look into a winery in his district.
Yes, he did, and we should probably.
Because he's already asked me about why you haven't solved the problem yet.
Didn't we look into that and they told us to go to the next village or something?
No, you decided you wouldn't do that.
Oh.
No. So we had the choice of going to the wine district, which Zal was annoyed about because reasons, and fixing this lycanthropy problem, which has just now caused more problems. So you know what? Zal is going to put aside his loathing of alcohol for now and try and help his uncle out and try and not fuck it up this time.
He says, I'm sure you'll do a lot better this time than you did last time.
Yeah, hopefully.
From what he heard, they haven't actually delivered any wine for this year's harvest. So he wanted to find out what was going wrong.
Your uncle must love that wine.
It's probably my family's wine, TM something or other, sold throughout the Lantry.
It's actually the Prince Headmaster of the School of Magic says it's actually sold throughout the world. It is one of the most famous wines out there. It's the equivalent of like champagne.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely look into that then. We should probably go home and collect our fellow party members.
Yay! So we'll fetch our companions, and if you can provide me the details.
Because
of where we need
if
to go.
anyone has details about knowing wine, it's these two currently.
We're experts by now. You guys have left us for quite some time.
Yep.
Probably like an hour, maybe.
Okay, so You head back after giving your rundown of how badly things went in song, and then a discussion about it.
Yep.
And you reach your family's estate. And as you come in there and reach the others in the kitchen, you can see that they've been helping clean out the clutter from the wine cellar by drinking the dusty stuff first.
I'm sure
right.
my uncle's gonna be super happy about that.
I thought we were ale drinkers. We're drinking wine now? Oh, okay.
Was suggested.
Alright.
You finished the ale. You've moved on to wine.
Okay.
They didn't have much ale.
How do you
so-
handle wine, Kandu?
No idea.
We're about
I've
to
never
find
done
out.
it before.
Probably as well as you handle your ale. It just, I don't know.
You're a barbarian,
Well,
aren't you? Can't you hold your liquor?
Yeah, I can. It doesn't affect me.
Oh, well, you know.
Zal is probably somewhat aghast that you guys are just drinking my family's alcohol and just like standing there in the kitchen going,
You had the option of enrolling us and bringing us with you, but you decided to leave us at your place.
So you look at the table and there's probably more than a year's worth of tuition for everyone on the table.
I'm just going to pick up one of the bottles, empty ones, and go, oh, this was a good year. I've heard this is a good one.
Yeah, it's very rare. No one's seen it for about 50 years.
Yeah, I heard about this stuff.
I did say eat rather than
Then you said you were going to drink, so.
as well, because, you know.
And
Gotta
yes,
match your wines
you
with
can
your
see
foods.
a whole lot of aged cheese also gone. And
That is impressive.
It's not my fault.
so they had cheese and wine.
I'm just a
Zal?
40-year-old dragon.
Both of them look extremely happy with themselves.
I would recommend we write up a shopping list before we head out.
What, to replace my family's irreplaceable wine?
Well, I don't know this stuff as well as you do, so I don't know if your uncle would want replacements or just something.
I'm fairly certain, and I'm not well versed in wine either, but I'm pretty sure this would be his own personal stock. That
Not if it was sitting in the kitchen. Not if it was in the kitchen.
Yeah, it was just in some corner in one of the rooms nearby.
Well, we went to the kitchen.
Yes, but you weren't looking
I
for drink.
thought we went to the kitchen.
We just went
You
to
did.
the kitchen.
They don't stock drinks in the kitchen. They have the cellar next to it where all the alcohol's stored.
Oh, that's what we got.
So you went to the unused portion and got some stuff from there.
Yeah.
We don't know any better. We were left alone.
Like I said, the old dusty bottles that no one seems to want.
Yeah, nobody wants these, so we drank them.
Yep.
Zal probably doesn't understand much of anything about wine, and he probably chooses not to. But I think he knows that wine that hasn't been touched in a while is probably not stuff that is not wanting to be drunk. Though I suppose I might have to do an intelligence roll for that one.
Give me an intelligence roll.
Straight intelligence, or am I doing?
Straight intelligence, because you don't really have any laws or knowledge with it.
12.
12? So even for 12, you do recognize that this is probably more expensive wine than you've seen before.
Yep. Congratulations, guys. You could have gone to the School of Magic with this.
We don't know.
You just drank your
We
invitation to Hogwarts.
wanted to go into the school.
But you wouldn't let us go, so you know.
Yeah, we were.
I actually didn't want to go. I'm not interested in magic.
We know,
I
Candu.
was.
We know.
We know. But, like, so it was either you stand out the gates for an hour or you sit in my house and, you know, behave for an hour.
We did!
We did.
They didn't break it. They didn't break a single glass.
Gee whiz.
Zal,
I'm guessing
I think at this
that-
point Zal just like shakes his head.
I'm guessing a 4-year-old dragon doesn't understand what's going on,
Or whatever you had, it tasted brilliant.
but it's not something I understand. I'm guessing.
Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm putting all the empty bottles in a row and just playing the bottle pipes. And playing a motivational song to get everyone
Back on track.
back on track.
How did you go?
I got a 23.
Okay, so you basically hear this inspirational song about drinking wine, going to wine, all about wine, and you all feel uplifted by this singing about the spirits.
Something about going to a nearby winery, which we're supposed to do.
Can Zal actively try and like either block out or like la 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 this song?
You try, but you la la along with the song in tune.
Fuck.
And you can't even seem to swear. You seem to comment at the right time, giving it just the right pronoun.
Can we not buy more wine from this winery?
You probably could steal wine from the winery.
Buy, I said.
You probably could steal wine from the winery.
Buy, I said.
You don't have enough jewelry to buy wine from this winery.
But don't we have a rich uncle?
This we is Zal.
Yeah. We're family, right?
And depending on how much you drank, one of us may be getting kicked out.
Yeah, I presume I'm gonna get a talking to from my uncle later.
Or an invoice.
Or an invoice, which is just not gonna be fun at all.
Okay, so
I really don't want an invoice from my uncle on family wine, precious wine that's been drunk.
could be worse. He could be asking you to replace it.
Well, let's recycle these bottles and head to your winery for more wine. I mean,
Song and dance and cheese and wine and to find out what the hell is happening at my uncle's winery.
exactly. We're going to the winery for more cheese to go with our whining.
I think Zal probably actually cracked a smile on that one.
Okay, so when you head downstairs to get your axe beak, you find it stripped all the ribbons out of the polar bear's fur.
Oh,
That's just rude.
Oh, wow. Your accent is a menace.
polar bear.
I've been saying that for a long time.
And he seemed to have slept through the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So he's not hurt in any way?
Nope. Just ribbonless.
You're ignoring your accent, because if you ignore your accent, it's going
I can't tell if my character will be annoyed or not by this. Oh.
Yeah, well, it seems to be chewing up the ribbons.
All of them?
Trying to.
Do you know how long it took to tie those ribbons into his hair?
Took more than half a day.
Does your axe beak need to come with us?
Yes, because this actually is actually gonna get disciplined because somebody's turned my axe being into a monster.
Your accent was the monster
He
to
looks
begin with.
More of a monster.
No, it's not actually his original monster because it cured whatever jurisdiction had happened.
Yeah, anyway. Probably at some point during this however many days journey, I'm going to be trying to speak with my axe beak as much as possible and I'm going to try and retrain some better manners into him.
Well, he's always polite.
Yeah, but not taking his anger out on the full
I think your axe beak should stay here and sleep.
Well, he actually said, tells you he was trying to help the bear by making it more comfortable. Less weight to carry.
Uncomfortable?
Well, wouldn't you be with all those ribbons it tells you?
Did you ask the polar bear his opinion before you started ripping them out?
I don't speak polar bear.
Well, exactly.
Neither does he very well because I didn't understand a thing he said. There's a lot of sighing and then he rolled over and I did the other side.
Yeah, I think that's just because he was asleep and just rolling over.
I don't know, I'm sure it was because he wanted me to do it, so I did it. You know, things happen for a reason.
Yeah, there's other things that have been happening recently which we need to not do anymore.
You should tell your Axbeak to stop touching my polar bear. Please.
Yeah, and you're upsetting Sofa by ripping out the polar bear's ribbons.
But they're so heavy and tasty. I like the taste of the ribbons. Tastes like coffee.
Tastes like coffee.
Well, it looks like my polar bear's going to stay here because he's busy sleeping.
Don't we need our animals to travel like anywhere though?
It's faster to travel with your animals. Or you could hire a coach.
Yeah, because that went so well for you guys the first time.
It did. It was pretty cool, actually. You should have been there.
I wanted to hit everything.
But you took this teleporty thingy or just disappeared. I don't know what happened. You went somewhere. So it took us like a week to find you. It was horrible and fantastic at the same time. And we found some amazing scents. Have you smelt dog? It's amazing.
No, and I'm pretty sure there's still a slight stench in the house from that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Specifically in your room.
I know his room smells of wildflowers now.
I made my old clothes, but you know, actually no, they got destroyed by the butler. He took them in the fire.
And there was much rejoicing.
Apparently.
Anyway, I think we should take our mounts. I think we need to find Cam to a mount.
Well, there is a mount dealer.
Yeah, where?
Where you got your polar bear from.
Okay, let's go to him. Or her, or them. So I'll wake up I'll gently wake up Cushion, and
Cushion does this nice big, yawn, happy, looks down at his wet ribbons and sighs.
I'll nod and say, I'll point out to the Axbeak and let Cushion know that it's the Axbeak's fault.
It sighs again because, well, the Axbeak's crazy. It knows it's crazy.
Well, I'm glad my mount is able to discern different levels of crazy compared to mine and the Axbeak, so that's good. I'm pleased with this. But yes, let's get Cam to a mount. Let's see what it is. It's probably gonna be a porcupine or some weird thing.
Yeah, because I think the reason why it took us longer to get back is because Camden didn't have a mount.
And because the dragon kept trying to ride Camdu.
That too. And Calcarish can fly, so she can probably, fly along, stretch her wings.
We're heading towards the winery now?
So as you go to
Pet shop.
see the pet shop,
That's right, get the
Get him out
mount
for, yeah.
they welcome you
I'll
in.
pick my own mount, thank you.
You want to pick your own mount?
I won't let them pick it for me.
Well, then you will end up with porcupine.
Okay, so
If you like, I can sing, and the one that steps forward is your mount.
No,
You
thank you.
sure? It'll be
Yeah.
great.
what could go wrong?
I really appreciate you trying to help, but no, I since I'm going to be doing the riding, I want to pick my own mount. Thank you.
Okay,
Fair
I
enough.
guess that's fair.
Okay, almost got them all ready for you.
What about the dragon? Doesn't the dragon need a mount?
I can fly.
But I could sing you a mount.
What sort of mount?
I don't know. We'll see which one steps forward.
It'd have to be big enough to carry me.
Luck of the draw.
Can I have a polar bear like you?
Are they in stock?
No, they only had one at the time.
Then no.
I think it would be better if you fly cowbirds.
Yeah, I'm good flying.
Okay.
Okay, so as you go in and have a look, they have a bunch of animals there. So the first thing they show you is they have a giant hyena.
No, thank you.
But he laughs at all your jokes, he says.
Yeah, fine. not for me.
Okay, next one he brings out is a rhinoceros. Good for any occasion.
No, thank you.
What, you don't want a rhinoceros? He
No.
can push his way through just about anything.
Rhinoceros seems pretty cool.
That is very you. I'm gonna be honest here.
Yeah.
Okay, so next one he comes across is giant boar for those people who can't use magic.
What?
Giant boar for those people who can't use magic.
What?
Giant.
Why?
Oh, boar.
B-O-A-R,
I heard B-A-L-L.
tusks and the whole bit.
Yep. So, ride a pig. You don't want to ride a pig?
No.
Okay, so next one I get out is Auroch. Ride a basically like a cow with fur. Does a cow with fur suit you?
You keep freezing. I can't hear you.
Said a cow with fur, an Auroch.
Oh, cow with fur.
Yep,
It's like a buffalo?
like a buffalo.
No, it's a possibility. What else you got?
Well, you're making me think here. I have a warg.
You should have just let me sing.
Do you have any horses?
Why would I have horses? They're so mundane. Everyone can get a horse. I have these interesting animals. I've got this great woolly mammoth.
Now that's cool.
Oh, no, that's definitely can do.
If you can fit it through the door.
A mini mammoth?
Mini mammoth.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Little
Get
mini
guaranteed.
mammoth.
Yeah, but you'd have to find an awful lot of food for it.
Quite possibly, but hey, you're good for it. You're tall. Then there is the scorpion of unusual size.
No, thank you.
Why is
Well-
that unusual?
It's big enough to mount.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Ride a scorpion. You can't go wrong. Just don't go overwater with it, otherwise you might go poke.
Yeah,
Then,
exactly. No, thanks.
Then there is the giant bat.
Oh, I could fly.
You could fly alongside me.
Then we have the striped cat.
A striped cat.
Yep.
How big?
Big enough to ride.
Big enough for me to ride?
I'm sure it's big enough for you to ride.
Hang on, isn't there a moral dilemma here? I'm pretty sure that your enemies ride cats. Like your tribal arch nemesis ride cats.
No. Well, no, then that's not a good idea.
Okay, how about, he says, well, how about a stegosaurus?
Sorry, I missed all of that. You froze.
A stegosaurus.
A stegosaurus.
Yep.
A dinosaur, but they move really slow.
Moves faster than most people.
But slower than everybody else here who's riding, and they want me to keep up.
Oh, you want to go faster? How about an Allosaurus then?
Again, where are we going to find the food to feed these things?
Same place you find the food to feed everything else. You just kill things and feed it to them. I'm sure that works well. It's like stoking a fire.
Anything else? What else have you got?
I do have, a mundane elephant. I like the furry one better.
Anything else?
Well, last thing I have today is a giant vulture.
A what?
Giant vulture, guaranteed to share any meal with you.
Vulture. Oh.
Loves horses.
Yeah, no, not, don't like that. Do we have to get a mount here? I want a proper mount. I want a horse.
You can't have a horse in Galantry. There are issues with it.
Hmm. Okay. Why? What are the issues?
Or it goes, oh, well, we do have this one horse we have. So he pulls out a skeletal horse.
Oh, but you can ride it? Does it work?
Well, sort of. Are you any good with undead?
No.
Well, maybe you might not want to ride it then, because you've still got to tell it what to do.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't work then. Okay.
How about a wolf that is smarter than you are?
No. No. Not if it's smarter than me. No.
Well, it thinks it's smarter than everyone else. You can talk a few languages.
Hmm.
It knows at least 3.
That is impressive.
Mm.
And don't worry, I'm sure it only eats small children if you feed it to them.
You don't want the bat?
Well, I don't know how controllable a bat is.
Yeah, but
And they only like to come out at dark.
no, you can get day bats as well.
Can
But
you?
Imagine this, Camdu. You get onto your bats, you ride into battle, and suddenly the enemy sees this thing above them dropping down from the sky, and it's Camdu landing on top of them cannibal style.
Yeah, and?
That isn't cool to you?
And then Camden misses. Ah, punk.
That's just details.
But I don't know if it'll carry me. I'm pretty heavy.
I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be offered a mount that couldn't carry you.
They just want to sell you anything. Make money.
Well, you could take it for a test flight.
You probably could if you ask nicely.
Okay, maybe I'll do that. I'll ask if I can take it for a test flight.
Sure, just put down 1,000 gold in deposit and you can take it for a test flight.
How much does it cost?
It's a 2,000 gold animal. And don't worry, if the animal doesn't return shortly in one piece, we'll just put the rest of the money of that on a bounty for you.
Yeah, you see?
So, we had this incentive scheme of people not walking up with our mounts before they pay for it fully.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, if you're going to take it for a ride, you could run off with it.
Especially a flying mount.
Yeah. Can't I just try it around here and see that I fit on it and that I'm not too heavy for it?
Well, you can, but, you really don't know until you take him up into the clouds. And you get the sun on your face and the wind in your hair. And
Why don't we see if the bat can hang upside down? Just get Camry to hang on for as long as possible and see how it goes. That'll show you if you'll fit or not. It'll be funny as well.
Plus, you can pretend you're a vampire. I'm sure that will go down well.
No, I don't like the idea of the bat. What about that auroch, the cow thing?
You want a cow thing? Sure, we still have the cow thing. It's a furry cow with horns and a mean temperament.
Yeah, that's
And
you.
a what?
Mean temperament.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you enjoyed that a bit too easily.
Well, he only goes for 400 gold.
Oh, God. Wow.
400 gold.
Yeah, my brain was about to say something really rude.
Which was?
Oh, same price as Camdu.
Oh. That is kind of rude.
Well, I can't because I'm Disney princess, so.
What, you gonna sing him down in price?
I actually, if you want Camdo, I can try and sing him down in price, but it does mean you guys have to listen to me sing again. I know how much you love that.
And you're about to miss out on the performance by leaving town. After saying yes, you'll attend.
Wait, how? What? Why? How far away is this place?
It's more than a week's travel north.
Oh. Shit.
You gotta go back to Moldavia where you came from.
Isn't it here in the city? The...
No, the winery's not here.
Oh, okay. Well, this is awkward. Anyway, I will try and sing for your discount. And that's a 22.
Okay, so you hear this wonderful rendition of, Why Is It So? As they bring out the bat, and the bat itself seems to tap along and do a bat dance to your music.
Bat dance.
Followed by the dragon doing the dragon dance.
Fair enough.
And they both seem to do a similar dance and get along together.
At least this is entertaining.
I'm entertained.
And so you managed to get it for only 100 gold after all that.
Wow.
Okay, cool.
And it is considered temperamental by most people who have no idea how to handle animals. For
Even I
you,
do. I've got animal handling.
for you, it's fairly simple to control.
Yeah.
It is like a large cow, and they do have them in the plains.
Yeah. Yep. Cool.
So he happily takes your direction, and you've now got a mount almost as fast as the fastest mount amongst others. I think everyone else has slower mounts, actually. You're as fast as Zack's beak.
Nice.
Oh,
That sounds pretty cool.
yeah. That's good.
Alright, so we're on our way to the winery now?
You're going to convince them to stay the 2 days before going, so you can attend to your performance?
I mean, I'd like to, but at the same time, now I feel bad. What do you reckon, Zal?
I think Em and Josh have disappeared. They might be on mute. They are on mute. Now they're not on
Yes,
mute.
we are. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So they might have been saying lots of wonderful things and we didn't hear a thing.
Oh, okay.
No,
That's
I'm mostly just laughing along.
You like the choice of mount?
So,
Well, I think I might have said Camdo would have been better with the rhino or the woolly mammoth, but hairy cow will do.
so what do you reckon? Are we going to stay here for a few days, or are we going to go to the winery and miss the epic performance?
How far away is the winery?
Many
A
days
week.
to the north.
Oh, okay. Well, do we need to supply up and stuff?
What was that?
Don't we need to get supplies and things?
You can, or you just pick them up in town as you go.
Okay.
So I didn't hear what you said, Zal. What was that?
I definitely want to see this performance. That there's no way we are missing this once in a lifetime opportunity.
Looks like we're staying in town for a bit.
Alright, I guess we'll stay for a couple of days and head to this performance at some point.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing for the next 2 days, though, but...
So you rest up, you have a day's rest. And don't worry, I do have an entire town of stuff if I really wanted to do wandering through town.
Hey, guys, we're going to hit the town. Paint it whichever colour you want.
Floral?
Floral? Paint it floral.
Yeah,
Because you're the
okay.
Disney princess?
Damn
I
straight.
think Camden's getting tired. I think we need to rest.
We just rested for a day, so we've got one more day and then we've got the performance.
Is that the
Okay.
Metropolitan Theatre?
Is there any prep that's needed for our theatrical debut?
Well, I could attempt to teach you guys some musical jazz, but...
I think the dragon's got it down by hand.
Luck with that.
It's really
Wings,
simple. All you
wings.
do is you put your hands out and shake and go, jazz hands, for like 40 minutes. It's easy.
Your polar bear's more than happy to do that constantly.
Yeah, I probably trained to do that anyway, so that doesn't surprise me. The things I teach my polar bear. Yes, so were we heading around town today, or were we going straight to the theatre? What's the deal, my homies?
Should we have a bit of an explore?
Well, we need like a couple of provisions, like maybe like food and Is it cold there? Like, is it so we're heading north? So do we need warm clothes?
You are in spring, so it's not so bad. You're not expected to go up into the mountains. You're going into a wine district.
We could try some Galatian delicacies, which aren't undead and moving.
Sounds like a plan.
Jazz.
Jazz wings.
Sorry, jazz wing.
So, what you've learnt about the area where you're staying, there is mostly the noble quarter. And they're mainly mansions. There is a haunted house there.
Of course there is.
And there is one major inn that costs between 10 to 100 gold a night.
The haunted house does.
And it basically has the best food in the city.
Mm.
And you can actually stay in their top floor for 350 a night.
Ouch.
Aren't we staying at Zal's uncle's place?
You are.
Okay.
Do you
So why
think-
would we spend money then?
Because it is the poshest place in town.
Do
Yeah, people
any
can
of us
afford
have
to
a great
pay.
desire to stay at the poshest place in town?
I don't.
Stefan's raising his hand and looking very embarrassed.
I was about to say that was almost a unanimous vote, but never mind.
They also have the only temple you've seen in Galantry.
What sort of temple is it?
It's called the Temple of Rad.
Who's Rad?
Who is Rad?
You don't know.
Can we find out?
You can if you want to.
Do we want to find out who Rad is?
Yes.
Is it important?
He is now.
We've got a day. Could be useful.
I guess so.
Rad might
Come
make
on.
us rad.
If we learn enough about this Rad figure, we can run around screaming the power of Rad compels you. This is fantastic.
I'm
Rad
sure you
wings.
could.
Okay, so you see this temple. It is unlike any you've heard of before. It is well made. You've heard people from this school talk about it, but you've never gone to it because, well, you being cleric and all, having a cleric amongst you and a paladin amongst you, didn't want to be saying, "Oh look, we actually have real clerics here."
Wait, this temple would
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm not making this obvious at all, but like we're not going there as a cleric to go pray.
No.
Just saying.
We're tourists.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're being nosy bastards.
And they, as you do go there, you do see that it is has what appear to be clergy outside wearing wizard's robes.
Yeah, Galantry.
Well, we have wizard's robes as well. First year and our 6th year.
Yep, and their ones seem to be done around the elements. So you've got clergy done up around water, clergy done up around fire, clergy done up around earth, and clergy done up around wind.
Did we learn any of this in our studies?
They didn't really talk about it.
Okay.
Because they don't talk about religion there.
Okay.
And surprisingly, there's no clergy done up to represent the fifth element of any sort.
What's the
Which
fifth
is
element?
light
Darkness.
Darkness. Okay.
or darkness.
Because they deal in things of 5 elements, and it is sort of surprising to not see anything like that, which would make you think the clergy here definitely is unbalanced if they don't represent all the elements.
So does this make Rad the Avatar?
And they basically have rooms for people learning how to use the 4 different elements.
Interesting.
So some of their preaching is, here's how you use fire, here's how you use cold. Here is how you direct lightning. Here's how you, and that's basically.
So there's no sort of minor underground darkness element who offers cookies?
No.
No, okay.
No dark side here.
Well, it's missing. I just thought to ask.
That's not
I'm sure the fire genasi stops at the fire section.
Yes, the fire genasi probably stops at the fire section.
Probably teaches them how to juggle fire properly.
Yeah.
And you do notice that there are a lot of genasi here.
Okay.
So about every second person is a genasi in the temple.
Do we learn anything about Rad?
Rad is...
How rad is Rad?
Rad is very rad. He is the unifying theme of the nation about connecting the 4 elements instead of the 5 elements.
Okay.
Okay.
And is
Preaching that magic is universal and divine, not the clerical magic that people ask someone to do work for you when you can do it for yourself.
so is this opposite of like the point of view of the School of Magic?
This is basically a offshoot of that philosophy where magic is all about taking and using, not about asking for permission.
Okay.
Where a lot of clerical magic is you're being granted it by your god.
Okay.
So you're pretty much asking every morning, can I do these things, please?
So they're more sort of free of requiring that permission.
Well, they're talking more about taking, not asking.
Okay, alright.
So whereas it's polite to ask your god whether you can borrow their magic every morning, they're
Okay.
just going, no, we're going to take your magic and screw the consequences because I have money.
Oh no, it's not because I have money, because you have the right.
Well, yes, but I was quoting something else there, so yeah.
It's all in those little lines. As long as you
So
think.
you really could say the power of Rad compels you if you wanted to, because Rad is a unifying force.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, they don't sound like the sort of people the School of Magic would really deal with. Or
I'm
clerics
guessing
in
the
particular.
School of Magic kind of scoff at these people.
Oh no, it is sponsored by the School of Magic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're sponsored.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
But their teachings come from a different place.
Same place.
Oh.
It's just a different spin on it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So it's this is what they teach is as religion to the common people.
Right. Okay. That makes more sense.
So while they don't believe in religion, this is kind of their pseudo religion,
It is.
So
right?
if it's the not Circle of Galantry, the School of Galantry that does the tests for people to become proper citizens, is it the Church of Rad, Temple of Rad that does that for normal citizens?
No, normal people can't become citizens.
But they can cast
So-
magic.
Only if they
So-
pass the School of Magic test are they allowed to do so in the streets.
Okay.
So this is like the poor man's school for magic.
Yeah.
No, you've actually got to serve at the temple. You've got to pass the test at the school.
Is it mandatory?
Oh, so you still have to pass tests.
You do.
So it's like conscription for X amount of years where you have to learn magic.
Everyone's expected to learn magic to be anyone in this nation.
What happens if you don't?
If you don't, you can't hold any sort of title or rank.
So you'll be shoveling crap for the next 10 years.
You're a labourer, and that's as far as they allow it.
Okay. This is interesting.
So,
Do we have any more questions?
So basically, non-spellcasters serve, and that's all they're considered servants.
I was going to say, if there's no more questions, we could always see if we can find out more about this company that's performing.
We could indeed.
That way we go in kind of prepared. Drop someone else.
Okay, so as you go around, someone will need to do a
Thank you.
diplomacy roll to try to gather some information.
What's required for a diplomacy roll?
That is based on charisma, which you have a 0 bonus on.
Yeah, I got 11 and a 0 bonus. Does anyone have charisma bonus?
I've got +2.
I've got +2.
I've got +2.
Well,
You got very charismatic people.
did any of you want to do a diplomacy roll to see if we can get more info?
I can
By
try.
our charisma combined, we are Captain Charisma.
Come on, Disney. You succeeded
11?
everything.
I don't, trust me.
Okay, so you go. You succeeded. Natural 20.
Almost 19.
Okay, so Zal goes around asking various people for information, and while you're doing so, off to the side you hear an elf start to sing, and before you can say, "Oh no," you join in.
Oh no.
Oh
And then people come up to you, just telling you things for the next half hour as you seem to sing for your information.
no! Is the information useful?
I hope
Some
so.
of it is. Okay, my computer decided to change its resolution for some reason.
Sorry for my singing.
Yeah.
So trying to figure out what happened to actually change my resolution. Yeah, I haven't actually seen this before, but if you want to see something weird, my computer has decided that my whole screen is not my whole screen anymore,
Interesting.
and has actually changed the whole resolution on it. And it may not work properly now.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's see if I can actually...
Right, so we still at the temple getting info, or are we...
So while you're there talking to people, you find out that they have been performing for quite a long time.
Define quite a long time.
Many years.
Okay.
What have they been performing?
They perform mainly well, they perform various songs, mainly operas,
No, opera singers.
but they also do a cappellas and other different songs.
Yeah. How many members are there?
They have quite a few members.
So one for each of us, guys.
2 for
Was that so far,
Camden.
sorry?
2 for Camden, yes.
Just gonna have to reset this computer. Okay, so you are heading around to where they are. I'm assuming.
I assume so, if you want to listen into their quality of...
Performance?
Hmm.
Trying to evaluate their abilities?
Yeah.
Did we discover anything?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this to not go boom on me.
Sorry.
Because when it does things like this, I always worry it's about to die. And I have things open that I didn't want to
How
lose.
long ago did you order the replacement?
It hasn't even been started to make yet.
Jesus Christ.
Because of the whole supply demand
Yeah.
issue. Okay, so as you go there, they do have a couple of people outside selling tickets.
But
Okay.
you've got an invitation, so we don't need tickets, right?
And
Yeah.
you're a day before the performance.
But I'm assuming there's a back entrance.
There is a back entrance and it's currently closed.
Okay.
Is it locked?
Good question.
It is currently locked. You try it. It is locked.
Can we
Can anyone unlock the door?
Many people can unlock the door.
put our ears to the door and hear anything inside?
Give me a perception
Is
roll.
it soundproof?
It's probably magic proof.
Oh, I didn't roll amazing this time. That's good. That's a 12.
So 12. Apparently this is the time you don't really want to listen into things.
Okay.
Does anyone else want to see what they can perceive?
My video card may have died.
Oh no.
Well, it's basically showing me about 2/3 of the screen.
Doesn't sound good at all.
Ooh, ouch.
Ow.
And it's resized the screen to 2/3.
I got a 14 on
Ooh.
perception plus 4.
I got a 16 plus 4.
Okay, so as you guys are listening in, you do hear sounds of the familiar tunes you've been hearing coming from inside. As they seem to be practicing.
Can we judge their quality at all in comparison to what we've heard from so far?
No, it sounds very muffled and hard to pick out the tunes properly, but it might be there. Might be as good.
Does
Hard to
anyone
tell.
know how to open this door?
Lightning breath would probably do it, but they'd know.
Yes. Can any of us pick... No, not pick... Can any of us pick locks?
Nope.
No, don't think so. I don't think you get the skill knock until like 4th.
Is there any reason why we couldn't just go in the front door? You're a celebrity. They're basing this on you. Could we not just go in based on your charisma alone?
I guess.
And ask for, just to listen in on the rehearsal.
Get the matinee performance.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try that then.
If you want to hear them, and we can't unpick the lock, well, why not just walk in?
I will try head towards where the ticket guys are setting stuff.
Yep.
And I will...
Do they recognise Sofa?
hoping they recognise me.
Okay, they recognize you.
Cool. I will greet them and say, I would like to
Preview.
preview the upcoming performance.
Well, but you've got tickets to see it from the front row tomorrow.
I do.
We even got the carrier bird saying that you'd agreed to it.
Why hear it once when I can hear it twice?
Well, wouldn't that spoil the occasion? So the pomp and ceremony of everyone watching it at the same time.
You could give them tips on how to improve their performance, make sure it's up to standard.
Yes, that.
So give me a persuasion roll.
Sorry.
See, I'm not rolling. Oh, okay, never mind. That's 15.
Okay, so on a 15. They're hesitant, but they said they'll go check.
Oh, okay.
So they ask you to stay outside while they go and do it.
You may have to sing.
Not yet. I don't want to sing until tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gotta protect my voice,
Okay, so out comes a well-dressed Rakasta.
Oh, just the one.
Well, the lead singer.
Oh, I will give them a polite bow and greet them.
He bows to you, goes, so you're the one who's been making such wonderful songs.
I am indeed. I hear you've been, what's the word? Honouring my music with your own renditions.
Well, someone has to spread the music. All good music should be spread to the people.
Indeed.
And everyone seems to like the music, so...
Would you mind if I had a little bit of a sneaky preview between you and I?
Sure, why don't you come in? Bring
What
your
about
friends.
the rest of us? Yeah, we can come.
Okay.
Yay! Dragon does happy dance. Dragon wings.
Okay.
Well, you can incorporate
Jazz
that into the
wings.
performance too if you like.
You gave it away.
Jazz wings.
Our signature move.
Okay, so you find yourself in the big theatre. This theatre looks like it can hold a lot of people. You've not been in a theatre this big before.
Cool. Okay.
It has multi-tiers. It has special viewing platforms.
Yep.
Oh, that's a top.
And it looks as if it is probably one of the nicest theatres you'll ever be in. All the little things that you're used to being mechanical or more magical in nature. They have little ghost ushers going up and down the aisles cleaning.
Oh wow, ghost ushers. Okay, yep. Because that's not creepy.
Some
Remember,
of the
this is Galantry.
some of the chairs will actually move for you.
I'm not sure how I feel about mind-reading chairs. But anyway.
And some of them will just, change their shape to be the optimal shape for you.
How many chairs does Cambu need?
Yeah, Cambu just needs one.
Oh, okay.
It adjusts to her size? What about me?
That does just your size too. They're used to dealing with things with wings.
Oh, okay, nice. We settle in to view the rehearsal?
And you see they've got this whole platform up there, this whole scene. The scene's looks three-dimensional, so almost as if
Do
you're
they have
viewing.
birds?
They do have birds. And the birds are all illusionary, coming across here and there.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like they've got this big performance going. And
Are any of the party represented aside from Sofa?
of course not, just Sofa.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
And how many members are there?
It's basically a rendition done by the male cat.
Oh, and there's no one else in the...
And there are, backup singers and dancers, from half your things you've done.
Yeah. But how many backup singers are there?
Well, there's probably about 100 backup singers.
Holy shit, we don't have that many people in our party.
We've only got 5 altogether, unless you include mounts.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have to leave those outside.
Can we listen to one of their songs?
Yes, you're listening to the song. It is a wonderfully heart-wrenching performance.
How good is it in comparison to my own?
He is a comparable singer.
Damn it.
He does.
Saban looks a little bit miffed.
He has basically been performing nearly every major play for the last 10-15 years out of this theatre.
Well, at least if they're going to rip you off, they're going to do you justice.
I'll lean into the others and ask, is this Battle of the Band still a good idea? Should we go ahead with this?
No.
But we...
Yeah, no, Zol's fully enchanted.
But I have to prove that I am the best at my own songs.
And he's even hit notes you can't hit.
Exactly. This cat's got more balls than I do, and I'm a female.
I think you traded in your balls, Stefan.
He meant woolen balls.
Doesn't matter.
So, no one, Zal and, oh, my brain stopped working. No one wants to support Stefan's desire to battle of the bands this guy?
Stefan can easily do it.
Zol kind of just like, yeah, I don't know, it's almost drooling. He's that enchanted by this person.
Yeah, but you guys could be my backup singers.
No.
You sure?
We're very poor backup.
He's got like 100. I need somebody.
And then just to impress you, he throws in a couple of songs you didn't sing that he's adapted based on your story.
What? Okay.
He's got some original performances in there.
And what are they about?
Oh, they're basically a side story that was never actually happened. But it's more interesting than what you'd sung.
I have a feeling that Sofa really would like to do this Battle of the Bands.
I think this is how all good legends start, right?
I feel like as my writer's Disney, I have to step in at some point, or else my name isn't Walt.
I
No,
can
it's
jazz
so
wings
fun.
behind you, but I don't know that you want me singing.
Oh no, I was expecting you to, but you gave our secret away. Now they're gonna jazz wings at their next performance.
Well, I just said I
You
did a
lost our
happy
winning
dance.
edge.
I just said I did a happy dance, so...
Fair enough. You'll have to come up with some new wing material.
I will. I'll practice all night.
Alright.
We're happy to give you space in the theatre to practice.
I'll even utilise my peacock.
Oh yes, yeah, we'll have to do that. All right, we can do this. We can do this, guys. You guys can be backup singers, and we'll come back tomorrow and we'll beat this guy, because that shit didn't even happen. Like all that extra stuff. No, that's not happening.
And
here.
we're not included, so
So,
you know,
from
you have to
Zell's
represent
perspective,
us.
he's made it far more interesting than what you saw.
Sorry, from Zal's perspective, what?
It was a far more interesting story with those extra songs.
Oh, okay. So Zal is not on Sofa's side?
Could still be on Sofa's side, but the song was fantastic. She was enchanted.
Okay.
All right.
That's M, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
And what did Cam do in, I've forgotten Josh's character's name.
Chauvel.
Chauvel.
So what did you guys think of the amazing performance by this cat who can out-sing your Disney princess?
Not better than Disney Princess. The
No.
original's always better than the mashup.
Loyalty looks good on you.
That should be my entry quote. Originals are always better than the mashup.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's what Camdo was thinking. Camdo was thinking it can be nobody better than the original.
All right. I will bow politely and clap politely at their song, and then say, "Well,
Yeah.
I am looking forward to seeing more tomorrow, and I will see you tomorrow evening."
They wave as you leave.
I will politely wave back.
And they do a song of your leaving of, Let It Go.
Which rendition? I have many renditions of that one. Unless they did a new rendition.
They did a new mix-up rendition.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong.
Do people even know what Donkey Kong is in this world?
They do now.
Okay, so you guys rest up, and we might end up having the Battle of the Bands next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Because then, hopefully, by then my computer will be working.
Yeah.
Thank you for bearing with me.
I can hear the fans working from over here.
Yeah, you're cutting out a lot.
I'm falling asleep in my computer chair right now as well.
Okay, so
Come on, Josh, roll Constitution.
but
Oh, he's rolling! Awesome! What did we get?
The Constitution's alright.
Like a 12 or 11? Yeah.
Well, if your Constitution's alright, there's obviously some other issues.
Yeah, night shift. I rolled disadvantage, there you go.
You been
Damn
doing
it.
20.
nice time to use your natural 20 and
20,
disadvantage.
That's right. Have you been doing night shift?
Stay awake. Well, with that dice wants me to stay
Stay
awake.
awake. Yeah. The new good dice, the light one.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently. It's been doing me good recently. Dark one's like...
Well, thanks guys for getting online, and even though Josh is feeling tired, for joining in.
It's a shame we can't catch up with you guys in person.
Emma's looking at coming over.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Oh,
When's this?
When's this? Oh, well, do you want to stop the
either
recording
tomorrow
first?
or Sunday, depending on what happens tomorrow morning with Mum. Usually asks me to do things at the last minute on Saturday.
Okay.
I was gonna come around for a bit and
Take care of the plants?
do that and hang out with you guys for a bit.
Stefan's like, Gloomhaven!
Yes, and